Hello, hello, hello. This is Ruth, and Ruth alone in Ruth and Tom Philippine Adventure. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. A little bit early, I think it's early. Still have 1 minute. Okay, let me check my internet here. I don't know this one. I don't know if internet is Sperlin Edward, good morning. So I'm on. How are you, Sperlin, this morning? I don't know how to do this. Daddy is in the blessing house. Mr. B, good morning. Greetings, Earthling. Good morning, good morning. But Daddy, quickly. Good morning, Ligaya. Belpret, Jolone, good morning. Magandang umaga. I'll be much better if I was in the Philippines. When you are coming here, Sperlin. Rick Morris, good morning. You visit here in Philippines. I don't know how to do. Daddy, or?
Good morning, everybody. This is Ruth's live stream, so I stayed off the side. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is all I could make it.
Good morning, Mama Judy. My next visit is in December. Oh, how many months?
How come you count like this way?
10. 10 months.
Hey, Chicha, how come you count this way instead of going?
No, like that.
How come you count that way? You count backwards.
Jim Trotter, good morning. Good morning to him in Egypt.
Oh, Jim. Man, I tell you what a loyal subscriber he is. 2 a.m. Awesome. Hey, guys.
Judy,
Miss Judy, Mr. B, Rick Morse, Sperlin. Good morning, Jolo.
Set health alert to read level 1, first community transmission, and it's begin.
So it begins. That's exactly right. Ligaya, good morning. How is everybody today?
I cannot do this.
Oh, you can do a wonderful stream.
I'm not used to it.
All you got to do is just be you. Hey, that's a song. Yeah. All you got to do is be you.
The topic for today is about I forget. It's all about the foreigner and foreigner husband and foreigner husband and a Filipina fiancé in the Philippines. Good morning, Miss Maureen.
Good morning, Maureen. Spitfire. Good morning.
I didn't think you were on YouTube. Haven't seen your post.
Oh man, I've been on there. In fact, shout out to everybody, my loyal subscribers. Thank you so much. Almost 20,000. We like 50 or 60, being 20,000 subscribers on Tom and Ruth. And Ruth, congratulations, Miss Ruth. She's 80, almost 8,200 subscribers.
Yeah.
High five to you, darling. Good job. Maureen, Michelle, good morning.
Good morning.
Judy.
Dan, thumbs up. Thank you.
James,
James J. Good morning.
Yeah.
I love that fish.
Ask him what kind of fish that was, darling.
What kind of fish is that? It's white fish. It's look like milkfish, but
It's
not.
beautiful fish, huh?
Yeah.
I bet it's white meat.
Mm.
Good morning, Mark Jones.
Good morning.
Hello, Spitfire. Spitfire, are you? Nope, still on.
What? I will check my subscribe. Let's congrats to both of you.
Yeah,
So much.
yeah.
She's mad. The strap bus.
Ah, stripe. That's what that is, striped bass.
Strap-
Oh, honey, that's
Strap
delicious.
Bass.
Striped bass, very delicious.
If I will go fishing there, I want to get that fish.
You can go fishing there and get that fish, darling. That's for sure.
New case over 2 weekends where from foreigners contact times to lock the country down with gifts out of control like US. No more flights in.
Yeah, my who was
And-
it? Told me they flying back. They flew back yesterday. No worries. Getting out of here.
Saudi is no class, I think,
Yeah.
because it's part of the ban for this time
Yeah.
as virus. Saudi Arabia is part.
Yeah. Yeah. I will return going to check on you. Okay, go check on me. Yeah, 19,000, almost 20,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for all the valuable support I'm getting. And thank you, Ruth,
You're welcome, Daddy.
for always supporting me.
You too.
You're welcome, honey. We're a team. We always are a team, that's for sure.
How's everybody? How's Mama Judy?
How's Miss Judy?
Chris?
How's Chris? How's Rick Morris? Spitfire Red, Mark Jones. Mark
Yeah.
Jones, quiet. Joe Lone. Joe, how you doing, my friend?
Jim Trotter.
Jim Trotter.
How are you
Jim
guys?
is in
Berlin
Egypt.
Edwards
It's 2
will
a.m.
be here on December.
So Sperlin's
In
coming.
10 months more to
Yeah.
go.
Hey, Miss Judy.
Tom, what do you think, if anything,
Oh.
how the virus is going to affect the meat? That's a good question. Right?
That's a very good question, Judy. That's a very good question. I don't know. Will it affect the meet and greet? Yeah, probably. It may just only affect the ones that are coming in to the JGs, the Scoots. There's many people flying in, believe it or not.
Howdy, breaking.
BT's flying in. It may affect those. People here, that's boots on the ground here, will still have a very good gathering of people. But Scoot and them and all will be here probably in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So they'll be here early, from what I understand. So hopefully it's not going to be bad in 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Got mad earlier today, Tom, but mabuti naman. Why you get mad? Don't be mad.
What did you get mad about, Joe? Don't get mad. What were you mad about? Is BT here? Hello, BT. Hello, my good friend. How is BT doing? You know what's funny? Ruth and I were noticing YouTube unsubscribed us from some channels, and it really is frustrating for me.
All the notification.
Off JG's channel, she keeps subscribing, and they unsubscribe her. They do it, not, and she showed me, and she goes back the next day. Look, Daddy, and it's sure enough unsubscribed. They did me with BT. They're playing games with me and BT. I don't know why. It's not like it's not like. I mean, I've been ever since he started his channel. Wolfen was the same thing. I'm back on with everybody now. But by the way, also check you guys held for review comments. I had over 1,000 held for review comments, so you can easily, and it's held for review last 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So easily check those. You'd be surprised. You may have 50 or 8 or 10 or 20 or 40, whatever, in the held for review. You have to do it on the computer though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you that helps.
Trying to do live stream. You told me not enough. Yeah, when you're doing live stream using your phone, you have to you need to qualify the subscriber numbers that you are able to do live stream.
Joe Lone, there's a way you can do it. You can go listen. There's 3 or 4 companies out there. Streamlabs.com, StreamYard.com, StreamYard, and or what was the other one that was on that I used to use? Creative Studio or something like that. Anyway, there's many companies out there. There's a company called B something. It's really fantastic. It beats StreamYard like crazy. And a lot of people are actually using that one out over StreamYard. Um, I don't use a lot of the browser base that we don't have visitors come on. Uh, my internet does not support it, and you lose views. You don't get all credit for all the views that you do. In other words, like today, for example, say we're done and Chicha gets 100 views, for an example, uh, on this stream. If I was on StreamYard, it would only give you a value of 50 or 30 or 20. So StreamYard takes away the views. They show it that day, but they take it away the next day or the day after. They show it that day, but they take it away. So you may have 3,000 or 4,000 views on StreamYard, and when you get it down, you may only have 300. It's just the way they work on their system, their browser-based system. YouTube will give you actual counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prism is one. Yeah, Prism works really good. It's on iPhone though, right? iPhone only. Prism works really good. And thank you all. Thank you, James, and all. So, BT, how you doing? How you feeling?
Yeah. Hello, BT.
So, Joe, I can't think the other one. There's another one. It's really good. Tom,
you completely, Ruth and Tom, you completely disappeared from my channel. I will be asking YouTube about it. Wondering why subscribe.
You know what, Spitfire? I'm talking about that. I want to talk about that a little bit. The subscriber count has changed, and the reason why they're changing the subscriber count, it's this time for their quarterly cleaning, and they're cleaning up a lot of channels. Brett lost like 3,000 subscribers. There's many guys that lost a lot of subscribers. I lost subscribers. I lost a lot of subscribers.
Mark King, good morning.
Mark King, good morning. But they just do that.
I can fly to Korea.
BT, I think if they can't fly you through Korea, they're going to bring you to London. London.
The Korea is
closed.
Lockdown.
Lockdown Korea. So
no job, no school.
No school, no jobs, no anything.
In, no out.
No in, no out. They're flying people instead of Korea, they're flying them to London. So you may get to go to London. So what that airline will do, they'll honor the ticket. They'll just fly you into London. Yeah. Sorry, King. Good morning. But yeah, that's what they're doing. They're taking the subscriber count. They're decreasing the views and decreasing the subscriber count. You know, here's something I got to tell you. Ruth and I did a video on that corn thing. 100 views, 50 views, 100 views, then went 200 views. I went to bed one night. It was 900 views. I looked at it now. It's down to 400 views.
Even my video.
400 views. It was at 900 something when I went to bed.
It's almost 350. Then when I get up in the morning, it's 174.
Yeah. So, and is it me? No, I don't think so. It's YouTube. I mean, I was getting, on average, it just depends on views. It doesn't matter what you get. I mean, you just get what you get, right? I'm sure they're not picky.
Judy said,
how many views I get.
I went food shopping at Walmart today. I went to get deodorant and wipes first, and the area was so crowded. No hand wipes to be found, only baby wipes, and those aren't antibacterial. So it's ran out, I think, right? People are all buying that one.
Yeah.
They want me to miss it today, and they say go 1 day late.
Oh, 1 day later, huh?
Later. I'm working. Judy say flying direct to Manila. Wait for connecting flight to Davao. No more spot in China. That means.
Hey James, BT, you can actually go online. Wolfen
and Michael and Heidi.
Shucks, I like that corn video. Yeah, it's funny how that did. It's really weird. What they're doing, BT, you could still fly in. They're just changing the flights, but you can also check, depending on where you bought your tickets from. You can also check and see where they're going to have you routed. Some cases they just route them different. That's all. I mean, they'll have enough fuel. They just route them differently. And that way they make sure to get them to your destination. Let's see. Still says Seoul. but I leave on the 9th instead of the 8th. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Judes, Michael, and Heidi, how you doing, my good friends? How was everything with you? Thank you for coming on. Went to CVS afterwards, and they were all out too. Yeah, isn't that something? You can't get no masks here
No
at
mask,
all.
no.
No masks here at all.
Even our mask is not yet arrived.
Yeah, our masks are still not arrived. They have them at AliExpress. You can buy them. They're
Yeah.
still available. It's just
But
getting them here.
they will not deliver.
I don't know what the problem is with that.
Because they have ran out too.
Well, as far as I know, we're not pregnant. Home test was negative, but she's been without cycle for 2 months. Oh, Wolfen. Oh, my goodness. Uh, well, home test was negative.
No, the some Filipina have, they call that one layag. Like they have monthly period this month, then next month no, next month no, next month no, then after 4 months been there, but heavy flow like that.
And what's that called, darling?
Uh, in our language it's layag, that means that hormones of the lady is have
Changing?
like, no, it's not normal. So
Oh.
she need to do check up.
All right, she needs
Because
to go to the doctor then.
I have a friend that before, and she's really cousin, of course, of the daughter of my employer, but she had no monthly period for 1 year. Then she went to the doctor. She said she need to take this one and it's become normal, but she need to go back and forth for the checkup because some
And
ladies
so,
have that, like, hormone problem.
and she ended up okay?
Mm-mm.
Hmm. So everything was all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she married na and she have 1 kid.
Oh,
But
okay.
difficult for her to get pregnant again. Like hormone
Yeah, yeah,
imbalance like
yeah.
that.
You're very beautiful today in your green top there.
Tom,
Tom,
to me, with all these videos, I sound like YouTube do not want to pay out money
you know
when
what,
we tell
Mark King?
people.
You know, it could be that. Can you imagine? And I'm a small channel, man. I'm a grain of sand in the universe. I am so small as a channel in the universe. And I'm thinking to myself, why in the world would they do that to a small guy like me and to all other small guys? They are literally taking away the views. You can have a view and it's gone the next day. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It's strange. So Wolfen, she was scared.
Yeah, of course. It's I think first time she
Yeah,
experienced that one.
yeah.
Hormone imbalance is
It happens.
even if the woman has monthly period within 1 week, that's not normal because as what doctor told me when I was in Hong Kong, because I'm up to now
Hmm.
like that 1 week, it's not normal because how to say, supposedly 3 to 4 days that's the normal, but since what some women they have hormone imbalance, they have to check
Yeah,
every
yeah,
month.
yeah, yeah,
So you need to go to your OB-GYN like that,
yeah.
so that they can check and they can give you medicine that
Ah,
you can
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So
There's
there's
scared.
nothing wrong with your channel.
Yeah, it's been far I know. Well, probably is a lot. Shout out to
Sherman
Sherman
Black.
Vlog. How you doing? Welcome.
Sherman Black, welcome
Uh,
to the live
my
stream.
sister made her own hand sanitizer. In fact, yes, there is a way you can do it. All you gotta do is get some napkins and get some alcohol, bottle of alcohol. You can actually make your own.
Yes, OB-GYN is the next step.
Yes,
Like
yes.
Morris said, if you listen to the so-called expert, they say that the mask don't do anything to keep you from.
That's what
Yeah,
they're saying, Rick. I
because
agree with you,
I
my
think
friend. That's
the
what they're
virus
saying.
is from
Yeah,
like
Rick, you're right.
I don't know. Once it's stuck in your body like that, it will stick there.
Yeah, and they say they'll go into places, but you know what? You cannot help but not go to the supermarket. You cannot help. What are you going to do? You know, wait to go in when they're closed? You know,
Yeah.
Sherman, good morning.
Call Judy. Hello, Judy.
Allow Vin's
Fisher.
story. Good morning, good morning.
Vin's story. Shout out everyone on the house. By the way, read the back of my Lysol spray can give less more
Yeah,
germs
they,
like that.
James,
Virus.
James, that is the most effective on When I went to chemical school, I had to go to chemical school, believe it or not, and hand sanitizers and things like that. When I cleaned hoods, I had to go to that school through the company, of course. But the Lysol was the #1 brand in the world, and it killed more germs than anything else you could ever have on the market. It is the best sanitizer you could ever have in your life, and it still is to this day. And that sanitizer kills more germs, including the AIDS virus, including most of the viruses that's out there. In fact, the chemists and the guys were saying, "Let me show you how good this is." And they actually showed me in the microscope where you look down and you spray it, and they show how it just killed the germs instantly.
First of all, you Wolfen.
Yeah, prayers, Joe. You're right. Prayers to him. You're exactly right. You know, John Wolfen. His name is John. Is really a good friend of mine. He's been a friend of mine now for over 2 years. I've known him a long time. Him and I have sent emails before. We talked many times. He has a great channel, and I really like Wolfen. He's really a good guy. I like all you guys. The thing about that is Wolfen was really trying to get here for the longest time. He went through a lot of stuff to get here, and he did. And he's happily married now, and I'm happy for him. I found this video yesterday of him getting married. I didn't even know. I didn't see that video. So that's another one I didn't get to see.
Just
yeah.
came it up.
Yeah, I just came to this channel. What happened? Thank you, Sherman. Thank you.
Nothing
happened.
Her body
changed to the fact
that
first love. That's exactly right. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes it does. Yeah,
sorry,
so excited.
Answer the door.
It's all right, BT. BT, who's that at your door? Who's that, BT? And you know what? BT and Wolfen did a collab. Remember that? This is a great collab.
Good morning, Sis Emily.
Good morning, Emily. How you doing? We're the rich boys. I feel abandoned right now. The rich boys, I have no idea. I just talked to Scoot, and I talked to JG recently. Well, recently I say. Also, Finch, good morning.
Our
latex gloves. Yeah. You know what, Jim? Isn't that something, though? Hey, in Egypt, how are they acting in Egypt? How is everything? Yeah, Thomas, my brother. You're right there, John. You're right, my good friend.
My wife is a Filipina.
I'll always be there for you, John. My wife is a Filipina. Ah, Sherman, okay. So's my wife.
Wish you were there, Tom and Ruth.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish you were here too, John.
On how to make my sister's
Yeah.
work and office management for plumbing business, and their installer were calling out sick. So she made sanitizer for them.
And you know what? That stuff works too, guys. The homemade hand sanitizer is basically taking a container and putting some things in it, and then you take alcohol. There's other things you have to do to it, but you can find it online. It's really, really easy to find online. It's not a problem on how to make it. What part of the Philippines is she from? Well, we're from Mindanao, Bukidnon. And we've been here now 5 years, like that, almost 5 years. We actually want to tell you a story, Judy, tonight, and what we're going to talk about tonight is something that's kind of really interesting, and I think you guys understand this. My dear friend is a Filipino. Exactly right, Judy. You're exactly right. And I'm going to tell you something.
My wife is a Filipina too, but I have not met yet.
Mr. B,
you can find.
Mr. B will be in for I say Mr. B he has a wonderful Filipina girlfriend, Mr. B. Knowing Mr. B, he will be married this next year. I hope he does. 4 cases of COVID. Florida now. I just can't stay and not some shopping and run errands. Yeah, Spitfire. You'd have to do that. You have to really, really do that. And we want to tell you this story. This is a story of a foreigner. We'll just say a foreigner and a Filipina.
A foreigner made a Filipina, but she's married, but the guy know already that she's married. She have 2 kids, but she's just only separate for how many years because husband is working overseas, working in Dubai. Then, but this guy he said he really fall in love with a Filipina, even if she's married. She's separated because of course the husband is working abroad. So, but still, he fall in love with the Filipina, and the Filipina is miss the, how to say, companion with the husband. So they had a relationship together, and I think it's, how to say, she filed a separation, legal separation to the husband, so that the relationship with her to the foreigner will work it out like that. So she will be, how to say, have freedom to marry the foreigner. But suddenly she got pregnant before the, what is it, daddy? Uh, Legal separation came
Before the
out,
papers were actually filed.
filed like that. So when the husband from Dubai know this happened, he filed an adultery for both of them. But that time she's 8 months pregnant already, and one day they both wonder why that somebody's knocking their doors and have, what's this, Bureau of, eh, BI, Bureau
Yeah,
of
Bureau of Immigration,
Immigration
the
went to the
police,
police, went to their
the
house, yeah,
NBI,
like that,
the FBI.
yeah, like that. Then they bring them to the jail.
They took him to jail. They got in jail. Husband and wife. She's 8 months pregnant with his baby. She gets into the jail. They're eating. They're eating. It's horrible. It's just a horrible situation for them. So anyway, what happens is he decides that I got to get my wife out of here.
Mm-hmm.
She's 8 months pregnant.
And but the the police did not let her out because they needs to have a bill first before they can get out. But they sleep, I think, for 4 nights in the jail. Then the process that, because her wife is 8 months pregnant, and he wants her to be like comfortable, because you know what is inside the jail is stink like that, lots of cockroaches. And as what on his story is, the police won't let her out because they had case of about adultery. Then they asked permission to the police that they should be, how to say, stay together in one jail, because of course he wants to be with the wife, not yet wife, like that. And every night for 4 nights they are always asking and pay money for the police to let them in together in one jail. So, and then every day different police, or the different, what's that, different, asking permission for the police that
They
let
had to
them,
pay
yeah,
500 peso a day just to stay together in jail.
yeah. Then they had filed a bill to let out in the jail. They paid 100,000 pesos for
Yeah,
that one.
$2,000 to get
Yeah,
out of
then
jail.
I think it's before they can get the bill, they need to pay under the table so that they can, how to
Get the
say,
bill. So they had to pay under the table, get the bill, and then once the bill came, they paid it. And what they paid under the table was 15, 20,000 peso. They get the bill, they get out of jail. Then he goes to try to straighten it all out. Hello, Scoot. How you doing, Mr. Scoot? Scoot, you'll like this story. So we have a foreigner. It was actually a British expat and a Filipina together, and before she could get the papers filed for separation, he she's pregnant, and she's still married to a Filipino, which is overseas working. So he finds out they're married on Facebook and all the other things.
yeah, the husband took a picture that
You don't put all that stuff
wife
online,
has
right?
together with this
So
foreigner. Then they collect that one until he really gets the evidence, which is pregnancy
a
of the
pregnancy,
wife.
pregnancy, it's pretty
And
good evidence, you know.
yeah, like that. Then
That's all they need. That's
It
sign of
become
adultery.
worse when the baby there already because
So baby
uh
was born.
the husband or the foreigner can, how to say, be a father of the baby, because as what the law here in Philippines, once you had a baby with a person is married, it's legitimate baby for the husband and wife only.
So if that's exactly right, Ruth. What Ruth's saying, if you're married to a married couple here in the Philippines, Filipino, married together, that if they're separated and she gets with another a person and has a baby, it belongs to the first husband always. Always to the first husband. So she could have 10 babies, but it still belongs all to the first husband. But the problem is, since they had that and had proof online, they show pictures, this, that, and other of the baby, and this, that, he had proof, and so he filed a case against them. He wants 7,000 euro,
To compensation.
so for compensation of his grief and agony and pain, which is about $8,000 US in euro. So he wants $8,000 US to get out of it. Well, he spent all this money coming out of jail.
Yeah. So the family of foreigner, since that,
In England, sent him money.
yeah, the parents is
Poor
disabled,
and poor.
then no money. So even the food here in Philippines, they are have difficulties to get. So uh when mother sent him like 100 euro like that, so it's not enough for them
Yeah.
to, because her baby.
They have a baby, and so now they're on the run. He cannot pay the bills.
Yeah, then he asked help for the embassy.
He'll ask
think.
out for the embassy.
Yeah,
The
then
embassy can't get
embassy
involved in it because
cannot,
rules,
because
laws.
this is happened here in Philippines, and
They
he
can't cross the
has,
line.
yeah, he crossed the line because the Filipina is married, and he know that at
He
first
should have
place.
never, ever. Well, listen. We can always say this. He should have never. Well, there are a bunch of things went bad there. They put it all online. Number one is she got pregnant. She never filed for the legal separation. If she had filed for a legal separation and he signed it and say we're legally separated, okay, now we're going to file for annulment, and that's what their plan was, that would have been fine. They did file the paperwork, but in between that time of them filing the paperwork and it getting approved, she got pregnant. That was the problem. So now they're on the run. You have a foreigner on the run, has no money, no food, and because of the culture here and who they are, who's helping them out? Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
They're feeding
All
them every day.
Filipino,
All
like
Filipino. They're helping them out. They're feeding them. They're getting them the food. They're getting the nourishment that they need. But he's on edge. He's looking out the window all the
He
time.
don't want that happen, that
Now he's stuck.
his baby will be, is not his,
Yeah,
on
that's
his
not his
name.
baby. Yeah.
And what's the, even the one lady senator helped them and advised that if he will fight for it, he will never win, because he's been with a married
Married
Filipina,
woman. Yeah.
and he will never win on this case because the husband, the legal husband of the Filipina, will be the legitimate father of the baby.
Yeah, the thing is, the most important thing is they had a relationship. Okay, things happen, whatever. But what happened was he should have figured it out, went back to his own country, and figured it out from there. But no, he ended up staying here and he got himself caught. So now he's in a now he's caught.
This is the same jail you and Tamir.
Yeah, where did we meet? Jail. Yeah, the same jail. What a story, Spitfire. Tropical Tim. I'm poor and I have no money. Kevin, don't do that. Kevin Nash says that. Put it on Facebook. Busted. Once you put it on Facebook, it's true, right? But that's exactly what happened. BT, where did y'all meet? Jail. Joke. We met online. Battery just said, plug me in. James and Emily, see ya.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Scoot. Scoot.
Where
Where's Scoot? I hate to see what he's saying. It's not a pinch day either. 4 cases in Florida now. Yeah.
Share the love and share the love.
Yeah.
Recipients good if you're saying that you're usually taking for the other side, that stay positive because you're alright.
Yeah, Austin Finch. That's true. Austin
There you
Finch
go.
has.
Woman is there for you and I deserve for you.
Mr. Scoot's in the house. How you doing, Scoot?
We will put them. Aussie French, Aussie French. Need joke.
Yeah, Austin Finch needs a good
But
Filipino.
be careful
Don't
finding
don't get
Filipina here.
yeah. Do a
In
Cinemar on them.
YouTube.
Yeah, do a Cinemar. Make sure they're not married.
Right, BT?
That's right, BT. People do think Tom and Ruth are not close because I don't moderate. But Ruth and Tom and I talked, and I do agree, and I don't need to be a moderator. Tom and Ruth, I have too much on our plate right now. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. You're right. You're right, John. You're right. Spitfire, you're right.
We must still do our errands, but
You
we
say
just
smart,
need to
hand
stay smart,
touching,
just need to
doorknobs,
touching
yeah.
doorknobs. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
self-fulfilling
dirty.
prophecy. Scooter.
Yeah.
Scoot.
Scooter didn't abandon me after all.
Yeah.
Where did you meet?
Yeah, jail. We all met in jail. Shout out Alvin.
What a story.
What a story. Spitfire, isn't that something? I found it very interesting.
I'm poor. I have no money. Honey, can you bring me
another
beer?
I saw that last night. Tropical Tim had a live stream last night, and I was on there, and Tropical Tim did a good job. Tropical Tim, exactly correct. Around 2 hours is correct time, and you can see that. Am I correct with that? These people are going on 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, Tom, right? 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. You can tell that their streams go like here, and then they go down, they're back up, and back down, back up. Get this. There was a live stream yesterday, honey, for 7 hours, and the guy's back on there this morning. Oh, man. I can't. I said, I can't go. I'm busy. Don't play with a married woman. That's exactly right. Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Titi. Tam do you know the society will leave someone's companies or
Yeah,
government
yeah.
or anything
It's
comes
true,
down to
Mark.
money. You want
Mark,
to know
you're
when
right.
something is being done, just follow the money.
Yeah,
We'll show you the
you're
truth
right.
why.
So the senator told him the best thing to get out of the situation is pay the 7,000 euro. He said, I don't have 7,000 euro. I spent all my money. All my money's gone, whatever amount of money that is. And it was a pretty good amount of money that he had. I mean, it's not like he was like broke. Ruth had a thumbs down. It's not like he's broke. Probably had, man, whoever gave Ruth a thumbs down is really a bad person.
No worries, discount.
But you know what, really? What
Don't
do you ever
play
do to
until
anybody?
you are married to each other.
Yeah, don't play. Exactly.
Hello,
Exactly.
Red, Miss Red.
Hello, Miss Red. Yeah,
Stop.
people give me thumbs down. Don't
That
bother me.
is not how it works for VJ's sister. The daughter she has with her BF was the BF's name on the birth certificate, and she is now 4. The husband has no claim.
What happened was this particular person, it was on the news, and we read it in the article. But what happened was, apparently, because of the Philippine law, that baby being born belongs to the husband and wife. It reverts back to the husband and wife. And if you can get their name on certificate, it's fine. But you cannot do it if you're in their situation. Their situation is you can't put a name on a certificate because there's a case ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could not get like his name on a certificate.
So then the husband has to support the other man's baby.
Yes.
Then, yeah, as what
That's true.
he said,
That's true.
because he wants. I think he don't wants to be separated with the wife. I think, but
I
the
think that's what
wife
it is.
wants to separate with him because he wants to be with the foreigner.
Mm.
Like that. So since that case is like that, so the husband, Filipino husband, try to fight for that one.
From what I understand, this is the story coming from her side. She was an overseas worker also, just like her husband's overseas worker.
Supervisor of a big company in
For a hotel.
Abu Dhabi. Yeah, like
Emirates
that.
Hotel. So she worked also in another country. She sent him her money, which is about 20,000 peso, and she said, I lived on nothing. But that's that's not really into the story. Other than he was kind of controlling as a husband. That's what she's saying. Now, I don't know. But then now she's in a situation. Now she's on the run with a baby with this new boyfriend, which is a foreigner. And legally, there's not a thing he can do. And legally, his government cannot do. If the name of the baby was in this foreigner's name, which is British, it becomes under the British rule.
Mm.
and so he can have that baby and be illegally,
But
and
they
things would
will not.
change completely.
But
But
they
it's
will.
not.
But
You're
the
right.
law here, you cannot twist. Yeah,
No,
like
it's too late.
even
Case
if
is
you're
filed
a
now.
father, but
Yeah.
you're doing that illegally, illegally, because the
Yeah.
girl is married,
Yeah.
so you cannot put his name there.
Yeah.
As a father.
Yeah. We kind of want to tell a story only because, and it was in between the times and filing. Ruth, it's great to see Tom's been quiet for a while. You weren't here in the first. You should have seen first stream. I was quiet. I made it 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
You know this live frames is come from Ruth Pinch and Tom Corporation.
Yeah, you pinch me, I'll pinch you back.
Ayaw, kay sakit. Opposite story in the US. Girl gets pregnant, boyfriend does the DNA test and that na his. He goes to the court and they make him pay child support in the best interest of the child.
You know, it's funny, Rick. It's not funny, but it's funny as a statement. Is that I see that and I have seen that, and that's exactly true. Because the existing or the father is wherever, right? Can't find him, whatever, he's gone. But they know they can find this guy. He's legitimate. He's got a job. He's paying his taxes. And so now all of a sudden he has to pay because he is not even his child. I had a case like that where a guy worked for me like that, and they said you must take this much money out of his check, as they get that. And I said, of course I had to, child support. So it was something else. $62.50 a week I had to pay out to that, and then that took out of his check. $62.50 a week.
This doesn't sound like those two are going to
It
get
Spitfire.
out.
It doesn't sound like it at all. I was actually wondering about that if they were getting. Steve D. Good morning, Steve D.
Steve D.
Did you see
and
the story?
Bluish Aqua.
Bluish Aqua. Good morning. You see the story about the British expat and the Filipina? It was all over the news yesterday, and now tipping a beer. Yeah. Yeah, I got 9 thumbs up for my live last night. I just laughed. Tropical Tim,
Yeah.
when you said that, I looked and I go, I think I know who it is, Tropical Tim. I need to send you an email. And I will send you an email.
About that one.
That's no worries. I know. I just know who it is.
Rick. Then he is and had an ex that was pregnant while we were separated and said that kid was mine. Then he said no. I never made one payment.
Oh man, beer. Ignore those idiots, Tropical Tim. Yeah, exactly. That's what we did. The sweetheart should not have the privilege of the married couple. I tell you what I feel really sad about is now he's on the run. There's nothing he can do about it.
And he's run out of money.
The topic today was about this British expat came to the Philippines, met a wonderful lady. She filed for separation. She's married. She filed for separation for the papers to be separated from her husband, which works overseas. In between that time, she gets pregnant and has a baby. They waited too late to file the paperwork, number one. They have a baby. So the father files a case against them for adultery. They came, picked him up, put him in jail. He's been in jail for 4 days. Long story short, they're on the run now. They got out of jail, spent all this money, $4,000 under the table and this, that, and other, and all the monies. And he's gone, and they're running. And the father wants 8,000 USD, 7,000 euro.
For compensation.
For compensation. And he doesn't have it. They're stuck. So, unless some rich millionaire or billionaire come up and say, here, 7,000 to pay this guy off, that's what's going to happen, Steve D.
Tim, you would have a gotten, but it's just tired of making Troll's account and going there to Tom's account, and you did not.
The Scoop was actually there. He got tired. The very first time I ever seen Scoop get tired. Scoop, yeah. He had...
have proof that just didn't care, and unless you have enough money to fight, court will pay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Rick. That is exactly true. Isn't that a double stab in the back? The wife has another man's baby, and then on top of that, the baby has the husband name and has to pay support for the child. That's exactly right, Judy. That's exactly right.
Double stab, yes.
Yeah, double stab. There's a senator here got involved in the case, and she's trying to help them.
But
She
since
cannot because of the law.
the law here is not.
This has to be upheld, you know. And the British government will not intervene because it is laws of the country, and they cannot and will not do that.
Shipman, good
Good
morning.
morning, Mr. Tom Shipman,
Belpre.
Bill Pruitt, Steve D. Morning, Judy Fisher, Mom, all.
I bet those guys that run their lives as long as having people running them too.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's right, Spitfire. And there are so many guys uh, that was actually doing live streams. TT was on, Tropical Tim was on last night, and there was, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 other live streams going on at the same time. And I said, wow. Of course, I'm loyal. I'm loyal to everybody else, but I went on TT's because his is scheduled before anybody else's. And so I went on TT's and stayed on TT's.
The symbol, there is no state that will require you to pay for a stepchild on your girlfriend's kid if separated.
I got pregnant. My wife insists it's not hers. TT. I'm just afraid for the child. Yeah, exactly. TT is funny. It's not a law in any state. It doesn't matter. It happens. Yeah, Scoot, it does happen, especially there in Florida. Of course, you being from Florida, Scoot, you should know that. Yeah, you know, in fact, there was a case where a guy in Florida, it happened. I don't want to go in detail. It happened like that. The guy had to pay. It's sad. It was the thing of the thing.
Rick, for free you can appeal a ruling.
I think they appealed it. I don't know what happened. I think they appealed it, but he had to pay for a while. I know that for sure.
I hear that you're saying, but isn't right or
the husband,
fair
yeah.
The husband has to have another baby and his name is on the support.
And here's something you have to think about, Judy. It's not like the husband was ever supporting her anyway. The husband was not supporting her at all. That's the reason they got separated. He was not supporting their baby. He was not doing anything from what the article said. Now, I don't know. I was not there. But according to what the article said, I don't think she was getting one penny from the guy, her husband, which is overseas.
For sure, I think because she has 2 babies.
She has 2 babies. She's struggling. She's just doing the best that she can. And you know what? I don't blame her a bit, really. I mean, come on.
Bill, when my sister got divorced, she gave her ex a choice: either sign the papers or to waive his fatherly rights or pay support. You signed the papers. I'm glad he's gone now.
You know, that's a big thing here also. You know, until and I don't know honestly until things change, which I don't foresee it. But I feel sad for the child. I really feel sad for the child. The adults can handle, but the child's running now. They're on the run.
Yes, that's my understanding too. Tim, I get pregnant and San Miguel, the father. Typical Tim, will you tell your wife the baby looks like her?
I also know a man that owed child support and never paid. Somehow they got away with it. So no sense to the system. Hey, Rick, it's funny, but I guarantee one thing. If you or I or anybody else, they have you nailed, your driver's license is gone, or all the above, you cannot get a passport. And people tell me this all the time. I ran from the U.S. to not pay my child support. Well, listen, you can't run from the U.S. because the U.S. will get you anyway, number one. Number two is you can't even get a passport if you owe child support. There's no way in the world you can get a passport. There's no way. So I think it's if you owe under $2,000, you can get a passport. Anything over $2,000, they will not give you a passport because you cannot get any. Your privileges are locked. There's a lot of privileges are locked because of that. And that's until the child support is paid off. I had a friend of mine had to pay $100,000, and it took him a lot of years to pay that off. And he finally got it paid off so he could get his passport. He got his passport and he left the country. He's living now in Asia somewhere because he said, I had enough of that. He's paying $800 a month. $800 a month out of
Yeah,
his check.
hope all couples are loyal to each other.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
me drunk, I saw. This guy never learned stay away from married women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would have questioned whether or not I would have been with a married woman or not. It's not like they didn't know it in the beginning. She did tell
She
him,
tell her, oh,
and
she tell him
I guess he came here. What had happened? He said, I came here. I
he
didn't want to
wants
get
to.
involved. He came here and he fell in love with her immediately, and the two children. He just fell in love with her. That was his story. And next thing you know, he has, now he's on the run, broke, no money. Now, who can you blame? It's their fault.
Blame yourself.
That's right. It's both their fault. Hey, Tom. Hello, Tom
From
Shipman.
United States.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, last 5. I told you this flight
Uh,
to Korea.
Tom Shipman, man. See
Yeah.
him. Oh, he's back. Oh, man, in
Tom
States.
Shipman, hello, Florida.
Hey,
Hey,
Tom Shipman, some guy giving you heck here. You send him to my house. I'll take care of him for you. Some guy in town giving you heck, no worries, my friend. I'll straighten that dude out. Tell me where he's at.
Hey.
Yeah, I've been shown.
I've been known to tire Scott out. He's in the ladyboy outfit. outfit. Hi, Papa Bell Hill. You ever see the movie Mr. Mom? It reminds me of
He
you.
is.
And that's a compliment, my friend. You're a great
And you
stay
know
home
what? You can
dad.
say whatever. You can say whatever. I shout out to the wonderful men that do that. They do stay at home and take care of the babies, and he does. And you know what? He earns great income also. He works hard. He does both. He does a lot of work online. Bill does, and he has 2 babies. So he's 2 hats. His wife works. He works online. He makes good living, and he takes care of the babies. Shout out to Mr. Bill.
I saw him in his on this doing his live stream.
Is that what those were? They were awful funny looking undies, wasn't it?
Him, where's JG at?
Where's JG?
He's tired.
He's tired. Where is JG? I don't know.
He's resting.
He's resting.
Was
He's resting for his trip. He has to leave U.S. Yeah, don't forget JG has to live stream tomorrow too.
Judy,
It's
I
good.
had seen that movie, but not for many years. I wish I could find it on DVD. I just kinda describe my life. To me, journey, and you what and you where. What and add you to what and where.
Jim and Rose.
Jam and Rose.
Happy Sabbath.
Adventure.
Tom Rose still want to buy those 2 rolls of toilet paper. I want to buy them. He had toilet paper selling $50 a roll. I told him I'd buy them. $50 a roll toilet paper. Utong.
Those navy or double ply.
Yeah, they better be quadruple ply.
Mel, maybe see it on demand. TMC usually shown a lot of.
How
old
many
movies.
men do you have there? OFWs. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. How many OFW men, honey? There's a lot.
Too many.
There's so many men OFWs.
Most on Saudi is OFW is men.
Yeah, most of
Because
Saudi are men.
For construction,
Yeah,
for heavy equipment,
Hotels.
like that,
yeah.
or like that.
Hotels, servants,
Yeah.
men. You know, it's funny you said that. We saw. There's many many men leave the country. There's some men working as housekeepers and stuff in U.S. here that brought
How
over.
many OFW in your channel? I think no.
Oh, on my channel? Oh, I don't know.
Rice paper Wolfen. See you guys, Philippines. They pulled his visa. He on child support.
Oh, yeah.
Under $1,000 time before a man can get.
Okay, 1,000. I was
That's
wrong.
what-
Okay, thank you,
Well,
Joe.
leaving tomorrow USA, then coming back after 4th of
Jim and
July.
Rose.
Happy
High
trip.
five. Happy trip, man.
Yes,
happy
happy.
trip.
Jen
Yeah.
and Rose. I think it depends on the local
It does.
court.
It does.
Some care and others don't. So if you
Yeah.
have a court that doesn't care and it's hard on the child support, then they don't have to follow
I
get money.
I got pulled in on a case in St. Petersburg, Florida, on an employee that I had working. They wanted to confirm his salary because we were paying him on sales and this, that, and other. I had to go in there, and I was talking to the lady judge, and she's getting it for child support. Come to find out, that child was not his. he was paying child support. And so I asked the attorney about that, and he says, yeah. And the judge, I could not ask the judge. I can't say anything because they ask questions, and you know you get in trouble. And I'm really good at getting in trouble in court for sure.
Carolina, good
son,
morning. And MK, good morning.
Son.
son.
The papers are almost done. Adoption. But anyway, I was in court, and anyway, they made this guy pay child support. It wasn't even his kid because of the betterment of the child. They couldn't find the father. He's gone. And I had to take out money on his check, but it wasn't much. It's like 40 a week, but still, the guy wasn't making much. I can put out the guy on the run, and that was in Tampa. And Scoot, you know those Tampa judges are tough. This woman was mean, man. I could put the guy on the run at my place, $1,000 a month, if that'll help.
Hello, Steve.
Yeah.
Rick.
Give her my love,
no
Scoot.
worries, give her my love, Skit.
Carolina, papers are almost done.
Swatted today, my friend.
It got swatted. Yeah, I got swatted. Hey, Carolina. Hey, Carolina, you ever get any trolls? Arlene, how you doing? Welcome, Arlene. You ever get any trolls on your streams where you're helping people? High five.
Rick, there is no family court that can fight the U.S. Constitution, feed and state law. They're trading a bit and not watching fake
And I tell you what, Scoot, what happened was, what the extenuating circumstances was, this particular child needed medication. And so that was the thing. And so they didn't want the state to take over. Right? And they were together. You know, I've heard of one male OFW. I'm sure there must be male OFWs, a little group here, all ladies.
That's OFW. Remember the one who met Mitch?
Yeah. The one met Mitch, yeah.
Whose name is that?
I don't know. Phone ding. I don't know his name.
The one by the Filipino that comment on video of Mike.
I don't know. There's so many people I know.
OFW.
This has nothing to do with the news. I personally know people that owe child support and court does nothing about it. Yeah, you can file a thing, but it costs money. A lot of people don't have money. That's what it is. That's the problem. People don't have the money to fight these cases. When you refile it again, you can get a lawyer, but let's face it, man. One of the last lawyers I met worked at a bar because he couldn't get enough customers. So they're all scrounging for dollars themselves. So it's like, wow. People, it's nothing about it. I do know people that take the money before it sees it. Yeah. A lot of OFWs work in Canada. Yeah. There's a lot of men OFWs. Don't we have somebody in our family that's OFW?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Well, husband of my cousin.
Yeah. We have OFWs working
so
overseas. We have family members.
Teachers in Oman.
I know one male. He's getting just a female friend for visa. I guess immigration missed that detail.
Christopher Bichan, good morning.
Good morning, Christopher.
And Mark Jones, good morning, sir.
I've seen a lot of Asian websites where the women say under the marital status, the words they use anything other than single. At least one kid to me means they're married. Yeah. In a lot of cases they are. You're right. If it says one child or two children, in a lot of cases they're married, but you'll find a lot of them that's not. That's not. Christopher, good morning again. Check out the Rileys. Mr. Bill, good morning. Good morning.
Right. If you're old, pay it. I have no respect for men that do not support their kids. As far as taking from your chicks that came from the above name loser and didn't want to pay.
Yeah, a lot of times, it's not. Well, it's not sometimes the guy's fault. I mean, if the guy is stocking groceries at a Walmart or at IGA. At that time, I worked for Kroger's there in Florida, and I had to go to court. Kroger's came in and bought 9 supermarkets, and that's how I had to deal with that one. But guy wasn't making much, man. It's like, I don't remember, $80 a week.
No argument for me on that's good. Totally agree.
Yeah. Good morning, Christopher.
Christopher.
If it's your kids, pay support. True. Steve, I agree. If it's your kids, pay the support. And I agree 100%. 100. So how's Mr. Riley's doing today, Mr. Bill? Bill's trying to get close to his watch hours and get his time up, his subscribers up. and check out the Rileys. Yeah, too, what happens, and Ruth and I have noticed this, there are a lot of people that are really wonderful ladies and men, either or, that have children that are here that never got married.
Mm.
That never got married. They have children.
Living.
Yeah. They have live-in partners. Hey, honey.
Some can't afford the wedding, so they will
Yeah.
wait for the town wedding, like mass wedding in town, like
And
yes,
they have, yeah, some just can't
it's
afford it.
free.
And so they get together, and then they find out they're not compatible, and then they have the children, and it's too late, and then they separate, and then they go on their way, and then now they have whatever, one child or two children or three or whatever. Now the poor ladies, they're struggling, Um,
Yes, if you want to play, then you have to be willing to play. Sit down and table and play, then get up and try to live and say and paying for that.
a
Same.
lot of times what happens, Scooch, uh, you'll find a lot of times things aren't always what they seem to be. Things aren't always what they seem to be. And what I mean by that statement is no matter what anybody says, the court decides what it is. And so you'll have some lady somewhere, it works at a circuit court judge in Florida, Ohio, Texas, wherever it is, that will say, you're paying child support. The only way a guy can get out of that is to file an appeal to that case. If the guy's working at 7-Eleven, how in the world is he going to do that, my friend? There's so many starving guys out there making $9, $8, $7, $6 an hour, struggling. They have problems, yeah. That's the reason so many are fleeing USA. That's the reason so many people are going. But reason I'm saying that, things aren't always what they seem to be, Scoop. And I understand your voice and your opinion about it, but you can't say that it happened and it didn't happen, because it did happen. There you go, my friend. Just saying. And the reason I'm saying that is because I was sitting there and I saw it happen. Did the guy pay? I don't know. We took it out of his check. I don't know what happened to the guy thereafter. I had 600 employees I was in charge of with Kroger's. It was hard for me to keep up. And I'm running these stores, and it was hard for me to keep up. But I was called, a subpoena to the judge for me to go to the courthouse and sit down. In fact, you shouldn't pay support. You need to be a dad. Yeah. And loving that child. That's exactly right, Rick. Exactly right. So many of the guys try to be fathers, and they can't because of disagreement with the mother, the wife, the ex-wife, and that happens a lot where the child needs that from the father, a boy or girl, and they can't get it because the father's doing the very best he can do, but the mother won't let him see him. Well, honey, can I come by today? No, and I don't love you anymore, and please don't call me anymore, and you're not seeing your son or daughter anymore. Now, what do you do in that case? And that happens. That happens. Come to Tondo. Plenty of kids looking for dad. Hey, you know what? Esa Bukaki, good morning, good morning. I had beef nachos.
And Alice.
You know what? We're going to get some of those.
See you later.
We had
Dinner is calling.
Dinner's calling, Spitfire. See you later.
For the time.
No, real men cook. I said hello.
Dinner.
Esa Bukaki, good morning. You know what? I want to say this real quick. We went to a funeral the other day. You know that 16-year-old? Kids living out at the funeral grounds.
Yeah.
No house, no food, latchkey, 100%. Out at the funerals. They come and get the food because here in the Philippines, after the funeral, they celebrate.
Snack.
They would snack. Usually food, drink, snacks.
Like Thanksgiving,
all the people that came. Thank you very much for spending your time. And so the kids are there getting the food. So we saw many kids there getting the food, and they figured it out to come there. And I don't know where they sleep. I don't know where their mom and daddy is. I mean, the clothes, you can tell they have been.
House is over there.
They must be. They're very, very, very poor. Bye, Red. See you later. I wonder how many truly faithful good men in the Philippines
Wait
wait.
to 12 years to get the wife home and never cheat.
You know
Yeah,
what, Kevin? A
that's
lot of them
true.
do wait. There a lot don't wait. I don't know. There,
Eh,
get this. How
don't
about the women here, right?
even don't they cannot wait even 2 months, three
Yeah.
months. How much more 12
Mm.
years?
In Australia, you don't pay. The government will take your money out of your wages. They
Decide
say how much. Christopher, they do the same in U.S. Each state's different. Like Georgia rules are more lax than Florida rules, but Tennessee.
JG here in the
I
house.
was the latchkey kid, JG. JG. Tom, the law is the law. They have similar equation. You just figuring that. If you have 20% of your gross and you decide to quit job and wait at Walmart, then you fit my loser definition. A lot of them, yeah, it is equation. They will not take no more than a certain amount of money. You're exactly right. It's a percentage of your money. It's like getting a house, right? But I met a few Philippine guys left the kids with him and ran off with a new boyfriend. Yeah,
Yeah, like that.
yeah, it happens a lot.
It's not only men.
Yeah, I agree with both. If you play, you're willing to pay. Be a daddy with your go with your heart, not your wallet. Yeah, a lot of times you'll find there is a lot that I'm finding this here. There's a lot that the kids are just starving for attention. They just want attention from someone.
Simple life, Philippines.
Simple
I
life.
have Filipino works, lots of food, and tanduay.
Tanduay, simple life. How you doing, my friend?
Adam, good morning.
It's Dennis Adams. How you doing, Dennis?
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Judy, that is why my 20 years old lives here and do not talk to their moms.
Yeah. I was a
How are
latchkey
you,
kid.
JG?
JG, were you latchkey? JG, you know what? Yeah, you know what, JG?
I have toilet paper for sale or $50 a roll. Price goes up midnight.
Yeah, I tell you what. Put me down for 2 rolls, but I want utong, and you have to hold on to it.
Good morning, Keith.
Keith, good morning.
Isep said, I just had sirloin beef tips and gravy and noodles with asparagus.
SF, I want that.
I'm coming to Philippines in May to meet Miss Universe. I am nervous somewhat.
How do the Filipino do it here? How do they do it? How they do it? How they do it? They do that here.
JG, if he was my kid, you would have been a belt slap kid.
He probably would have. He probably would have.
Marking time. Had one girlfriend in my 20s told me she was pregnant. She wants to talk about what we are going to do, and I told her not to worry about it. We'll talk together about in 9 months. Just get to marry her.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny you said that joke. It's funny you said that. That happens quite a bit. I'm pregnant. Well, who are you pregnant by? I'm pregnant by you. What? You are? How?
I don't know.
Well, wait just a minute. Let me count the. Oh, no, you're not by me. Must be there's another Tom somewhere.
I have a stepson that's 16 and she has never asked me for money, but time and love, something I give freely, and she more than happy that I am in his life.
You know, the hardest thing a lot of times, honestly, is when you have a relationship and you do split up, and then you're trying to communicate with that other partner, male or female, and you're trying to set up the times and this, that, and other. That can be very confronting and very distressing and very hard. And then not only that, then money gets involved on it. Always leads to money. Always. Yeah.
Hey, JJ, you rested up?
You rested up? Who needs toilet paper? Yeah, bum gum. Hey, don't worry about it. Here, they just use banana leaves or none.
What's that, Daddy?
Leaves of banana.
Corn ba? Corn.
Yeah, corn cobs. You just use corn cobs. That's what it is. Best thing is corn cobs.
Scoot, I would have been your favorite.
Yes. Yeah. Simple life.
Tanduay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, JJ.
There you go. Yeah, there's JG. JGBK.
There you go. Right. I still get a call from my ex, stepdaughter, and she's 50 now.
I haven't. I tell you what. I haven't heard of anybody here having a problem. The ladies here and men both are really entertaining before the father comes to see the children. Do you find that after a person is separated, that the father comes visit the children or the mother comes visit the
Mm-hmm.
children? They do. It's kind of open that way.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, they keep their ears shut and
Mm-hmm.
they let it happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to say, the Filipino are good that way. We know some cases where they're separated, they're gone, they each have new relationships, but the father is still in their
Then
lives. They come
only
around.
one thing here. If you're a good father, most of your kids will be into you.
Yeah,
They will stay into you
yeah,
long time. But if you're a bad mother, nobody's kids will go there. If you, they
true.
will saw you, they will like bless, respect like that, but they will never leave. Like stay home, like with
Yeah,
you.
stay home, be with you, communicate with
Mm.
you. Yeah, exactly. Scoot, oil market crash. Good time to buy. Steve D. Speaking of oil market crash, I tell you what, I want some of those nachos now. I was better off being a latchkey. Oh, I tell you what. Uh,
That on oil will drop more.
yeah, I'm trying.
God is
God is
good.
good. Amen to that,
You
Keith
see,
Richard.
my daughter
Amen.
called me and said that Walmart superstore is out of
Toilet paper. You know, it's funny. It's surprising. Tom,
that was not joke. Really happened to me and
did it
friends I
really?
know.
Did it really? Mark, did it really? Ah, Mark, did it really?
Steve, if you have any oil futures out there, sell time now that rebuy and then again same day. That the way you can write on the profit buys lose tips on the day. When I was a kid, I got in a fight. My mom would yell and ground me. My dad was if I won. I said yes. One laugh and say that's my boy.
Sounds like my brother. My brother was that way. Did you win the fight? And he'd say, yeah. And my father would say, okay. Yeah, my little brother was always something else. He's in a simple life is saying, hello, Mr. Bill. How you doing, my good friend? Are very unfair to the men. I was fortunate. My ex was so bad. I got custody of my own two daughters. Simple life. Bill, you're right about that. It's really sad. It's really sad. You're right. And now, it's just the way it is. They side with the mother most of the time, which in some cases is good, in some cases it's bad. I scored 2 cases of wipes, going to quadruple my money on eBay. It's funny. Can you imagine? How about if you're talking about futures? Could you imagine this happening? Went and bought a tractor trailer load of wipes and toilet paper. Hmm. Do you like Filipino? They don't use toilet paper. They just use leaves off the ground,
And
or no leaves.
you eat with your right hand and wipe with your left hand, and but you always shake with your right hand
You
still.
know what? Someone said that's the reason they do that.
Spot going to load up a
Suncor
Suncor
stocks.
store. Life a low is a low. It does not have a gender. It's how your person is to judge that small.
Yeah, depends a lot of times too. I've had this happen where I'm in front of a judge, uh, and if the judge is female or the judge is male, and what's happened in their life and their past, how many decisions have been made that way, when you're the husband or wife, and that, and the law is the law, but sometimes I think the judges, bend the law sometimes. I had one time I had to go as an employee. What they did was they uh, it was on child support. I had to go in a lot of child support cases where people weren't paying this, that, and other, and asked. School's interested slightly to use toilet paper. If you have a Filipino,
Given. So if you have a Filipino with an ex and he has been living with new girl and has a new family to go video him and daily routine with them, show him that videos. Tell him you know what's
that's bad.
up. Not just we're going to talk step already yesterday.
Nachos.
I don't use toilet paper. I have Navy guys for that. It's gonna be at one time justice was blind, but the courts took off the blindfold. Now there are all kinds of
Respect
special
rights.
rights. Yes, that time really happens to me
Saying
with
she's
the girl
pregnant.
saying she's pregnant, not a joke. I
Well,
know.
I've never had that problem, but you know what? A lot of people have. I never have walnut trees in the yard. Will never work. Is that for us out there?
No, it's Rebecca.
Oh, for Becco? Mark, for right-handed people, remember next time you shake hands with a lefty. Exactly. I always thought you could make money investing in toilet paper because everyone has to have it. Then I went to the Philippines and they used W. I'm confused now. Hey, Bill Pruitt, it was like uh, when I first came here, I said, "Where's toilet paper?" They said, "Well, we don't have any." Um, and the hotel only gives you a small roll about this big. They must have with all quarter rolls. And then I realized, I said, well, I eventually got to figure it out. I said, where's the banana leaves, right? Um, there was a hotel that I stayed at that had this bamboo type toilet paper, and it was kind of like paper towelish. Um, and they had that. And what was really unique was you couldn't flush it down the toilet system. So it's like, wow, you had to put it in the trash can. It's like, okay, that's different. Never seen that before. JG, I'll buy one case from you, but you really have to be able to sleep at night knowing you took advantage of shoes. Well, they put new lines in, darling?
I don't know. Or do
Huh? Is it our new internet?
no, they're cutting the trees that
Oh, cutting the
on the
trees,
line.
cutting it on the line. They'll be there a while. There's many trees on the lines. They're trying to eliminate these brownouts. Boy, we're getting a lot of them. Thank goodness for solar. Um, Tom, can you do high school at CMU?
Huh? High school?
Read this, Tom.
Tom, can you do high school at CBU? Yeah, unless you will pass the entrance exam there. If you cannot pass the entrance exam, you cannot go in there.
They have an entrance exam at that university. Is very, very,
It's very
very
strict.
strict, and that's the one
They
RR took.
had to do what like
RR took
this
that one.
requirements for students to go in there for high school, and even college you cannot go in that school unless you pass the entrance exam,
And it's very, very hard.
because that university is what is the very how to say, it's very different university than here in Bukidnon, because most of that one there, if you will not take exam, you can go in there.
Yeah,
No more entrance exam on other school.
what's funny was R was giving me exam on the exam that she took, and I'm doing this exam, and I don't think I got but two right. And like, what is the furthest planet from out in the solar system? What is? I thought it was Pluto. It's not Pluto. It's another planet. I thought Pluto was the one way out there. No, it's not. I did not know. There's a lot of things I did not know. What was the hottest planet? What is the hottest planet? And I was wrong about that one.
Well, I never understand that toilet paper things either. I would come back to the Philippines if the hotel would give more toilet paper.
Man, I always say, give me 4 or 5 of them rolls. They actually make you pay for them too. If you get to where you use too much, and not only that, here in the Philippines, inflation's hitting. You have to pay for your towels. They only give you 2. You have 3, you got to pay. You only get 2 pillows. You want 3, you got to pay. You want a bed in your room, you have to pay. You want an extra water in your room, you have to pay. Anything other than the ordinary, you have to pay. And luckily, it's not to the higher expense. In the future, I can see 10 years down the road, Philippines being very expensive on a lot of certain things to live. Because even the hotels now are getting up to $30 and $40 a night now. Back when I first came here, they were 10 and 15. So things are like, oh, I looked at a hotel I stayed at and I said, what, $30, $40 a night for that one? $50 a night? And that's a deal? Pad.com and Airbnb.com. RentPad's pretty cool, man. If you ever need site, check out rentpad.com. Yeah, take Kleenex and baby wipes. Go ahead and read that, darling.
Light is partially true, but not the Supreme Court has said it does not have to follow former court precedent will be bad, very bad in the future.
A lot of times judges kind of do what they want to do, when they want to do it, if they want to do it. I mean, I'm sure that that judge telling me that she's going to put me in jail because I don't show up with something she could do, and I
No
don't.
worries, you've been in jail already.
And was that right of the judge? I guess it's the right of living. It's like voting, right? How about voting? Here's something that really people don't understand. I can actually vote outside the United States. And people ask me all the time, yeah, you can vote. Yeah, you can vote. So the next election, yes, you can vote outside the United States. And yes, I do that. And I do that religiously. And I've always done that. Yes, you can vote. I'm still an American citizen. I can vote. And a lot of people don't really even understand how to even vote outside the country. But hey, all the military guys that are here, buddy, you better believe they vote. They vote.
Chick clinics and baby wipes with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have to use the water instead of I like the water better now. To be honest with you, water's cleaner.
For heading says in toilet paper, goodbye, Cake Queen. And please say goodbyes to the guy sitting next to
Walang Katapot. That's exactly right. All right. See you later, TT. See you later, my good friend. Thank you. Thank you.
Trying to find
high school
for my stepdaughter. She's owner. If she did not take the exam last February 16, she can.
What about first fruit? First fruit. Send her to first fruit. First fruit school there in Valencia. Door-to-door pickup. Costs about $700-800 a year. They'll pick her up at her house.
The bus available going to Don Carlos.
Yeah, I have bus going down there.
I think it's 2,000 per month. I don't know because they raised today.
They raised the rate. Well, maybe $40 a month, but plus your fees for going into school. Steve D, first fruit.
Tim, you work for me, not the later TT.
Tropical.
Venus.
Oh, there's new planets?
There is new planet.
Is there?
Where are you at? Just open a 24-pack of quilted northern mega rules in the roof of long term. No girls in the house.
That's a bukkake? There you go, my friend.
They said the Pluto is not a planet.
Oh, it's not?
Get buried.
Boy, well, I guess I failed that class.
I always thought my Filipina friend were just teasing me about the toilet paper thing. A hotel asked me why I need to do much toilet paper. I replied, because I'm full of it. That's why my eyes are
Amen, Bill.
Last time I bought toilet paper for her was 2018.
2018. Wow.
Water is $5 for a 15 liter
15
at
liter.
my local store.
$5, 15 liter. Wow. Yeah, water here is 20 cents a gallon. Pluto, they have downgraded it from a planet. Mark King, did they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
This one. This big plastic jug, 15 liters, I pay nothing for my water. It's just free. The girlfriend had paper deal going with the maids at the last place we stayed. I think she had a half case when we left. I left nice tips for the maids.
I think 1 gallon jugs of still water 99 cents. Yeah, I know they were when I left U.S. 89, 99 cents. I used to buy distilled water quite a bit. Water is the only thing I use anymore. Dennis Adams. Hey, Dennis, let me ask you a question. What is the best way to distill water? You would know this. What is the best way to distill water? On your input, Kevin, you may know. Scoot, you may know. JG may know. JG says, I just go down to the local supermarket and buy it. But and you know what? And speaking about this, JG, how's your job? I had a dream about you. And it was a good one. No, it was more like a worry, your job. I know you said in June, July, it's going to kind of disperse and go in separate ways and things like that. Boil is the best way to do it. Um, that's what we do. We just boil our water. And I used to see it's not anymore. We don't really have a problem. I will not take it over there. I tell you what, I went over there last time, got some water, and I used it. You know, we should have them here anyway. But I didn't feel good there afterwards.
Even that was just say to myself,
Boil
boil
it.
it.
Boil it. This water is a collection of steam that comes off of boiling water in a pot. Okay. So it's the steam itself coming
How
off.
many years are you using boiled
We've been
water?
using boiled water now for 2 years, right? Or a year and a half. And I feel a lot better. Don't you?
Yeah, because we're buying before. And
Yeah. Water filtration company. And they're not changing the filters and whatever. We're not feeling good. I'm feeling lethargic.
Oh,
I
it's
feel like
sick,
fever. Always fever. I go, why am I sick?
Quito.
Makado Hasabi, good morning, good morning. Basically steam water.
Distillation of everything.
Ah.
Yeah. Tom, any dreams with JG if you cannot say it's just good dream that would be impossible for it?
I know, I thought I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for that one to come out. Any dream with JG in it is something else. It is called a nightmare. But what had happened was it was more of me and JG and Scoot and all of us together in New York City. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that up. Ruth was there. RR was there. RR was running down the street. JG was yelling at her. Said, "Do not run in New York City out on the street. A cabbie will hit you." And RR says, "I am a gazelle." And I know where I got that from because I think of JG as a gazelle. I think of JG as a gazelle. And the reason why I say that, he was a gazelle going getting his phone that time when he forgot it at Shakey's Pizza. I never knew a man could actually run that fast. If you would actually had him in a marathon, he would have won. JG would have won that one. And not only that, I guarantee he could run the 100-yard dash. It was about 100 yards where he was at to where that was at. And I couldn't keep up with him. Mikado, Christopher. Neptune is now the furthest planet. Pluto is a dwarf planet. Okay. Christopher Beecham, what was funny was, R was asking these questions. Which planet out in our solar system has meteors surrounding the planet that constantly surround? I said, Jupiter. She goes, nope. I said, it's got to be Jupiter. It's the one with the rings around it. Nope, Daddy, that's not it. I said, it is. And she says, not on my test paper, it's not. I said, oh, I never did look it up. I tried looking it up, and I couldn't find the answer, so I gave up on it. I said, okay, you're right. S.A. Bukaki, yes and no. If there are organics, they may vaporize, but carry odor and distill process. Ah, okay. Saturn.
So, what we're gonna do now, we will do exam for science.
We're actually going to...
What is the biggest planet? What is the closest planet to the moon? Joke.
JJ, you do a test, darling.
I don't know.
You don't know. What do you know about?
I forgot that.
I forgot that
Kinda.
stuff.
That's elementary.
Elementary. That's like college to me.
No, we're taking that elementary.
I know the elementaries. These guys are stronger than me. They're doing algebra. 2/3 minus 1/3 plus 1/4,
before, but
and then plus 1/8, and I'm. Hello again, Saturn. Saturn, right? Saturn. There are organics may be vaporized. Hey, honey, when you boil your water, do you let it boil for a period of time, or do you just go turn it off when it comes to boil?
Yeah, boil like that.
Yeah, how's it go?
Boil it like, what is it like? Really boil like that.
Rolling boil.
Yeah, rolling boil. It's.
But if it rolls, don't catch it because you burn your hands.
Tom, I don't think I want to know about any of your dreams and any, especially the ones with JG in it.
Amen. Amen. Judy, that's a fraction, Sir Tom. You know what, MK? I can't do it. Arlene, there is no way in the world. They were doing that the other day at church, and there's no way I could do it. We're waiting on the sermon to start, and the kids were doing thing instead of doing.
I know have to put into a decimal and numerals to figure out pain in the back.
Me too.
Yeah, you need to move. How many zeros is that?
And they did it
how you
in their head, and the Gong Gong did it in 30 seconds, and RR did it in like a minute or so. But RR got it. RR math is not her favorite, but RR is smart on a lot of other stuff. I was like, I'm amazed at how smart she is on things. That's elementary level, I know. Arlene, Uranus is the biggest planet. That's exactly right, Christopher. How long did it take you to get to Google? No. I had to, Mark King says it's elementary level. Elementary, I never learned that in high school, I don't think.
You learned that one, but you forget because...
man, I don't...
you forget where you put the things yesterday. How much more the lessons that this how many years.
That's true too. Tom, if you have a dream with JG and a Speedo, oh man, there's no way. No way. That's a nightmare. There's no way. How about Scoot? Arlene, is Scoot a handful or what? Scoot is a handful. On Arlene's stream the other day, she had Scoot on there, and he was going on. He was on a roll, and I go, man, he is something else. And she says, he makes me laugh. 125, yes, 1 quart, and 333, 1/3. Get this, yeah, and 1/8. But what they did was, they did it like 1/3, this, that, and 1/8, and they had it like 4, 5, 6, and they figured it out in not even doing that. They did it not like what we would do it. They did it differently.
I'm bringing some water filters, but next time it came.
Hey, SF, bring many water filters.
What is the smallest planet in the solar
system? Yeah, what's the smallest planet? I didn't know that either. And I said moon. Moon's not a planet. Me and Ruth thought moon was a planet.
No.
Ours looking at me, Daddy, what? No. And I had to. I go, no, it's a planet, right? No. Some of the things. What is energy?
Energy is the energy.
Yeah, I mean, what is energy, right? What is energy?
But good things now. Before, when we're in elementary, no internet, no. How was this? Google like
no
that?
Google, so no internet.
You have to refer your book like that. So now when you ask answers online, you can easily go to Google and answer it.
I refuse to let her answer them on things. She has to go through her book.
She's not using her.
We don't let her use phone. School won't let her use phone either. School won't let them either. He's so crazy, making me crazy on the bus. So Tom, yeah, he is handful. Energy is something definitely I need a lot more of. Amen. Versus mass, who knows? Energy. What is energy, right? And so this question was asked me by RR, and so she gave me her book. And this book is kind of cool. I like this book and why they did it. It comes from USA. It's a book from USA, teaching USA guidelines. And so what they're learning is the same thing they're learning in the US. Now, we did find this out that US is a little further ahead than they are here in the Philippines on things, as far as what level of grade. So what they're learning now in 6th grade, a lot of them already learned it in 5th grade in US.
The definition of energy is same like Alibaba. If you have lots of energy, you will be, how to say, active like that.
Yeah, energy is, the answer they said in there, energy is movement of,
vitality of human.
yeah, it's movement of
physical and
something I don't know.
chemical
I forget it was.
utilization of like that.
I don't forget now exactly. The-
You go to Google.
Google, yeah,
I
energy.
have life strokes.
Well, let's see. What do you say? Right? I was told by my daughter's teacher start helping her with math homework as I was teaching the old system. Didn't know the old system was broken. Chris,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because
exactly.
the new system
I was
now
doing
is different from
way different.
before.
Yeah, I see him doing division. Oh man, I said okay. I have a life straw and sorry,
Both sides.
we bought 3 life straws.
Land O'Brien. Okay, I was going to be quiet, but Jupiter is the largest planet, and the largest planet was the Pluto.
Large planet, and Chiron is the smallest. It is the last planet away past Pluto. Craig
It depends
says.
on the.
All right, Lance. So
the smallest planet in the solar system, like.
Thank you, Lance.
Is Mercury.
So thank you, Lance. I appreciate that. What's the one that has meteors flying around?
Energy, something wasted on.
Amen.
Yeah.
US,
They keep running.
US's computers,
with
internet,
access everywhere. You need more energy to remember.
True, Judy.
But the school here in Arizona is behind the Philippines by 2 grades.
Oh, really? Oh, the reason why I say that is the principal asked a couple of the American students come from America now that's living in going to school there, and their knowledge were a little higher. Now this comes from California. Yeah. Oh, the strength and vitality required to sustain physical and mental activity. That is energy. Power derived from the utilization of physical or chemical resources. Okay, that sounds like what is friction?
Friction is a movement between the
2 objects. Yeah. I knew that one. That's the only one I knew in a whole bunch.
Energy is the result of action, chemical reaction, burning.
You're right, Mr. B. That's right.
I remember when I was grade 4.
That's what I always remember grade 4.
If you are thinking on the
Yeah. Saturn. Yeah. I'm thinking Jupiter.
The smallest planet in the solar system is found is Mercury.
No, it's not Mercury. The smallest planet in the solar system is this one up here. It's not Mercury. Here it is right here. But Jupiter is the largest planet. Chiron is the smallest. Last planet is way last Pluto. So that planet's way out there. I do remember when he says it now. I remember. Yeah. What is the smallest planet in the thing? It says Mercury. Saturn. Mercury. According to Google. Huh. Okay. I stand to be corrected by my beautiful wife. She Googled it. That's what it says. Mercury.
Now, I hear that RR asked Gonggong last Saturday.
Yeah, they were doing tests. Isn't it nice to see kids doing tests like that with each other? It's good. It shows learning. I love that. I always remember when I was a 4th grader. Yeah, Saturn. You're thinking of
I
as the
still
rings.
use the old system. I can do it in my head, so I don't have to worry about low bat.
All I know is, listen, if I can't figure it out, I just get my
Since
laptop.
telescope has gotten better than have actually discovered several new plants, but it wouldn't count on the school books until they confirm.
Mr. B, you're exactly right.
Yeah,
2 resistance, 2 objects.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mercury is correct. Yeah, she was right. I stand to be corrected. I am terribly sorry. I never mind. I thought.
It's a Mercury.
Yeah.
Gonggong answered the other day about that one. Last Saturday. No, it's not. they fight here.
Yeah, they're fighting. It's nice to see kids learning. Didn't you like that? Didn't you like that, darling?
Yeah, they're sharing each other and said, what? This number, if you divided by this point, what is like that then? They will just...
It's nice to see kids learning on Saturday. And they're coming home for lunch before you go back to school. I mean, church. Mercury's correct. Yeah,
what is chlorophyll?
Chlorophyll. It's a product produced by plants. Chlorophyll is a product produced by plants, isn't it?
Plants or planet?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
plants are
darn.
planets.
I just lost your signal.
Lance, there's nothing worse than that. Um,
Ay.
I was trying to stay on truck for 10 yesterday, kept going in and out and driving me crazy. And I was really trying to make a point on something, and how frustrating is that when that thing does that and you can't get your comment through and this, that, and other. Planets are planets. Yeah, exactly. Um, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, in fact, Bill, plants are planets. Exactly.
It's
Chlorophyll.
chlorophyll ba?
Oh, look, as you got your laptop open over here. What is the answer,
No, I
Doc?
remember in high school. It's only from the green leaves that
Yeah, it's a gas or
pigmentation of the.
produced by plants, right? It's a gas, right?
No, it's not gas.
Well, what is it? Well, what the heck is it? If it ain't a gas, what is it? Oxygen? What is it?
You
Go
can
ahead
find
there,
that
Miss
one
Google.
from the green leaves of the plants.
Okay, green leaves plants, but show me what it says on the phone over there, little handful.
No.
No, oh.
Judy, typos are big fingers.
So what is
That's
chlorophyll,
the word.
Scoot? And
Who
JG?
is- I, science. Science is marketing, right? Remember before?
Yeah, marketing. Whatever happened to marketing, I wonder. You know?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Okay. Why, you got some more?
Yeah.
So what's the answer? What's chlorophyll?
Hmm?
What's chlorophyll? It's a green, all green plants response. That don't help me with anything. All that says is a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Chlorophyll, I think, is something. It's produced by a plant, but it's like a gas that goes in the air, right?
It's bacteria, chlorophyll, algae that plants in the plants, like farm.
I bought me a new solar light yesterday. Mercado. If your name is Craig, why are you using Lance's account? If you create a YouTube account in your name, you shouldn't have to correct people. Yeah, Lance O'Brien. Yeah, it's. I think it's his wife. I think it's Lance's wife. It's just listening.
Hey,
All you guys better stock up a gas for your tank. I bought me a solar light yesterday, and it was delivered.
Parking lot.
It's a parking lot light, and what it is I got it up. I put it up on a pole, and it gives me 25 watts of light. A solar panel, a small solar panel, and it gives me 5 watts of light. And you can adjust the times on it. It's got a remote control. You can set it for 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours. It'll hold up for 12 hours on the batteries, so it's like dusk to dawn. And you can set it on a timer, just let it go by itself, or you can program it to come on. They stay on a certain time. I was still on this one when Ruth said she got up, so things working good. So I'm very happy about that. It's nice having a big parking lot light. And we changed out all our lights yesterday. R and I did. We've had these lights. A few of them are new, a few of them are not. Some of the lights been out there for 2 years. And so we changed some of them out. They were working and not really working. But the sun just destroys so much of stuff here that we had to really take a look at and cleaning that up out there. So now I got enough light, so when you walk in my yard at nighttime, it's like walking in, better than walking in Walmart parking lot or Target parking lot at night. You got plenty of light, you don't have to worry about it, and there's nothing worse for me here than not having light. I'm a fanatic on light. I'm just like my father. I told my father, crazy doing that, you know? Always, he was really into the lights. Now I catch myself being the same thing. But at least I'm not like my father on the yard. His yard had to be pristine all the time, and I refuse to be that way. Mine stays dirty all the time. Let's see, what does it say?
But I suspect they're one of the planets that orbit our sun. Sun is every 500 years so far. They have found a gravitation pull on the sword belt. Cannot be count by thinking there's one out there.
Okay, that's over my head. That's over.
I don't know. Molecules can never come to rest.
Is that what happens?
Almost like
yeah.
big.
would you work a 30-day part-time job where you're paid 1 peso the first day, double it on the second,
And
third day,
double
double?
for
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Where's that one?
Double to 16. I would, Dennis Adams. Would you? I would.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one they call
Nibiru.
Nibiru. Supposedly, ancient Egypt know about.
I say yes, Dennis Adams. What do you say? Would you do that, Dennis? Would you work and double? And is that per hour or per day? If you were paid 1 peso the first day, I'll double. It's per day. I say yeah. Am I wrong? Yeah. So thumbs up. So it's a good thing. Good answer. So you're saying it's a good thing. So, okay. Yeah, I would. People used to tell me, how much money would you have if you had a penny a day and it doubled the second day to 2 pennies, and then from 2 pennies to 4 pennies, and how much money would you have in the 30-day mark? It's a large sum of money. Because 8 and then 10 goes to 10, and then 10 to 20, and then 20. You would get, by the 30th day, you would have a large sum of money. It's like, I forget what it was. A lot. I will do as long as it's not a scam. Jim and Rose, are you still here in the stream? Yeah, Jim's heading here, so good. Quite a few million.
Quite a few million.
In fact, there was one guy that one time had a seminar about working and coming to work for him as a company, and his pay was set on commission structure. And what it was, your very first sale, you got 10%. The second sale you did, you got 20%. The third sale you got 30%. The fourth sale you got 40%. But each one of these now, you're selling something that's $600, $700, $800, right? And it went all the way up to like 70%. So what you got the 1,000, you got 70% of that money, of the $600, $700, $800. So you had people out there just going crazy selling this item. Well, this guy made so much money off of this. Come to find out, it was a water filtration system, and he bought it from China, and he only paid like $150 for the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Took it to the U.S., was selling it and selling it to people's homes. And this guy is in Florida. He made so many thousands of, I'm not sure he didn't make $1 million off his thing, because he would always have anywhere 20, 30, 40 people knocking on people's door selling these things and doing home things. And then for a refill on a cartridge, he charged like $50, and it cost like 10.
Venus is the hottest planet, absorbed heat while Mercury reflects it. Question. What is the closest planet to the Sun?
What is closest planet to the Sun?
The closest planet to the Earth.
I don't know.
Mercury.
It is Mercury? Okay. What planet in the solar system is what they call a livable planet?
Huh? Livable?
Livable planet in the solar system.
Earth.
Thought I'd trick you. Yes, what's the tax rate on your deal? Tom.
But no once you can save the penny like that, so you will still be poor.
Amen.
I'll be a millionaire then.
Yeah. I'll be a millionaire then, Blue Aqua.
If we could save like that, we would be rich in the case. Were you rich if anyone was rich? Yeah. Take a penny, double every day, and every 5 million month.
Yeah.
Can you say about save and now and enjoy later?
Yeah. 5 million pennies, Mars. SF, Ruth and I were talking yesterday on how these exams are hard. They're really hard. Ours taken.
Every time when they're at the testing center, each kid came out from the testing room. We're always, how's the exam? I said, oh, so difficult. And another school, how's the exam? A little bit difficult, a little bit fine, but still difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I don't know what's the result. They are not been high school. It's hard part-time job. Seeing Kirby vacuum cleaner, but never really made any money. Guess no one wanted to pay for
My
a
father
vacuum.
went to work for a guy, and I don't know why he did this. He's retired. He went to work selling Kirby vacuum cleaners. I said, Dad, are you okay? What's going on with you? What in the world is wrong with you going selling Kirby's? Don't worry, I'm working at the office. I'll do it part time. I still have my office job working for Kirby repairing the vacuum cleaners. I said, okay, whatever. So he had money anyway. My dad was fine. So he started selling. He made his first sale. I said, how in the world did Dad made a sale? He's a good salesman. Then he made a few of those along. And I said, Dad. So I went with him on one. You talking about an expert in the living room. I said, Dad, I learned a lot from you today. He said, well, good. Come with me next time so you can carry all this heavy stuff around. I'm tired of carrying it. I said, you didn't pay me a dime. I'm not carrying a thing. He said, I'll give you 20 bucks. I said, Dad, I make that a week at IGA. I forget it. I'm not doing it. But I would go help him. I was just teasing him. But yeah, Kevin, that would be much large number could be caused at 1 times the month squared, just math. Hi, Miss Judy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Miss Judy.
Did you know what's that?
I don't
Blah
know.
blah blah blah.
Love.
I told you that one.
You did tell me that. Love. Yes, you did. Thank you, Judy. High five. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Put that little hand.
Purple,
Purple.
yellow, red, a pink. What's that? Yellow, purple, red, blue,
You know what? I
pink,
am colorblind. That's purple.
purple, green. What is different color in here? Purple, green, red, yellow, red, blue, red in the middle, white.
Hey, I gotta tell you, I look. Let me tell you the colors. I look at it. I see red, green, red, green, red, purple, red.
Yellow man.
I'm telling you, that's how I see it. My colors. Just saying. Those little curls weighed like 50 pounds. They did, and they were heavy. And my father would always make me bring in the kits. You know what? He did okay with it. He was happy with it. You know what? It's all about your father being happy. If it made my father happy, I was there. It made my mom happy, I was there. I was a son that no matter what, my father and my mother called me, I dropped everything. I was there, and always was that way. And one time, my father says we're moving from one house to the next. I personally, by myself, loaded the whole truck. My brothers did not. They were gone. They were with their girlfriends and gone. I loaded truck and set the whole house up for them by myself. I literally did that, and my mother never forgot that. And she said, "You're the only one who come help us move." I said, "It's okay, Mama." So Grandma's 1950 Kirby. It still works great. Hey, Bill, it's funny. Scoot, do you really? Those Kirby's work forever. My father. I mean, I had one. I I had one for 30 years, a Kirby. My father gave it to me, and he used to change the belts and repair them. There was no repair to them, just change the belts out. Makaro, I need not answer a long story. Tom and Ruth know my name already. Yeah, mistakes happen. Yeah, it's true. He's right, Lance is right. Makaro, yeah, it's true. Not a penny double for a month is 56K US.
I sold Kirby vacuums. You remember the baking soda taste?
Yes, I do remember the baking soda test. I sure do. And you know what? Isn't it amazing, the baking soda test? How about, of course, nobody ever had a bowling ball, but holding a bowling ball up. But my father said, okay, son, crank up the vacuum cleaner, vacuum the carpet. I said, okay, Dad. Or shampooing the carpet. My father would have me do all the vacuuming, and then he would do the shampoo test and the carpet test. And the people, oh, I have that much dirt in my house. No way. And they would do it like that. Oh, no. Papa, I have this much dirt. We need one of these vacuums. But, honey, it's $1,000. It's okay, but we need one of these. My dad would walk out of there. They were good quality. Most people just didn't want to spend that much, and they could get a vacuum at Walmart, $100. Makes hard to sell. Yeah, it's true. It's one of the best vacuum cleaners on the market. It really is. Always was. Always was. Of course, then now Dyson and everything's killed all that. But Kirby is probably one of the
Mm.
best old vacuum cleaners out there.
Given first month you have to finish, then the next month you have four, the next month is and so on and so on for 5,000 months.
Yeah, Ella, we all had Kirby vacuums. Boy, my father loved those things. Uh, each one of the boys got one for free. My father made sure we got a vacuum cleaner for free, and it wasn't used. But it was like he worked for a distributor, and the distributor made because he had like 30 salesmen out there, and my father was really a giving person, and he a lot of times would give the money that he would save. First thing my father always says, I will save 30 to 40% of the money no matter what goes in the bank. The rest of the money that I have goes out. He would give out, and he was always very successful with that. And he would always do that. 30, 40% to himself, whatever the amount of money is. If it's $20, he kept 30, 40% of that, and the rest went out. But and went out meaning he would help someone with it, or help a family, or put it in a kitty and help Christmas. Mini family. I had light on ours. Yeah, 1960. We had light. We had light. Yeah. Hey Lance, why do you write the name at the end of your comments? Oh, JG's asking. Back to where I was at first off, Tom Ruth is this photo of you then when you were younger. And oh, okay. Kevin, I had bad them in the 40s and Kirby's. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what it says. Kirby is like Dyson. You get what you pay for. Yeah, it is. A good vacuum will suck the original construction dirt from under your baseboards. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, SF. You were my, my dad was vacuuming one time with a brush along the wall, and what he did was he didn't know that the thing was not attached to the wall, so he pulls up the baseboard and just yanks the baseboard up, and it has. He goes, "Oh no, I tore up your baseboard," and lady goes, "It's okay, it was never attached anyway." That vacuum cleaner, because of the brush bristles, I guess, attached to it, and then pulled it straight up. Yeah, that's before the 60s. Yeah, because my name is Craig, JG is Craig O'Brien. Cool. Lance O'Brien, wow. A certain person. Ban this guy before Switch created a new account. I've known this guy, I don't know. He's been on. He's normally a subscriber that don't come on live streams. Is what it is. A lot of you probably don't know him, but he's been Lance been on like probably a year, a subscriber. Yeah, JG, you're better off buying a Kirby. Yeah. I just read that. Before Switch create a new account. Joe Plum. Then you're better off with the Kirby. Exactly. Nobody cares, Lance. We had a Eureka in the 80s.
Eureka.
Yeah, on the 30th day alone, not adding up all the other days, third day will bring you. Whoa! That's $5,368,709.12. I support you. Let's see. Lance O'Brien said, "JG, go ahead. Don't know." Okay. See, I don't know what was. I don't know what was said. Something must have been said.
JJ asking why he always his name on the last every comments like that.
Well, normally it was his
I think it's
wife.
automatic.
It's wife.
No,
Yeah, it's his wife.
It's automatic.
Yeah, the automatic setup. His
Like,
wife was answering a lot of them. That's.
And you can set up this on every.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and ask a question, Lance. Yeah, go ahead. Don't know what the problem is. Yeah, go ahead. Ask a question. No worries, Lance. Let's see. As a mom, can I test the main problem with Dyson? The capacity, vacuum every day, we're still getting about 1 square meter before I have to empty it. I tell you what, a lot of those Dysons are like that, and I don't like that about them. Dysons are good vacuum cleaners, but they're very expensive. You can ask a question. You can ask a question. That's pennies converted to dollars. Yeah, pennies converted to dollars, 50K. Yeah, go ahead, Crasberry Lance. No worries. You know, Lance has been Lance, you've been, I don't know, I think you've been a subscriber for a while. I mean, I don't know Lance personally, but he's been a subscriber uh, on Tom and Ruth for a year, something like that. So, let's see. Yeah. That's pennies converted to dollars. I think a lot of times.
Dollars.
I think a lot of times too. What I found was a lot of the older stuff that was made back in that era was a better quality to me. Are there nice places to rent in Buchanan area? So how much may come sooner now? Yeah, there are. I sent last week an email on the last email I got from you, which is last week. There are at least 4, 5, 6 places that you can rent here in Buchanan here, but there are a bunch of CDO in Davao.
Yeah.
Man, there are a bunch, Lance, in CDO and Davao. I think I sent you a list. Try Airbnb and RentPad.
Airbnb.
Try them. They're actually pretty good. RentPad, you can do short and long term. Side the 33 gallon trash. Side the 33 gallon trash can. It's Scoot. I've had that. Where how about the hose pop off or break and you got duct tape holding that bad boy together? So central vacs. Or how about I've had that where I put a central vac in my house and the hose break eventually and I had to get duct tape and make it right. And then you turn it on, dust be flying. Oh, more duct tape. Go get the duct tape out of the garage. Yeah, they are awesome.
I just want to know why someone would type their whole name and every comment. No one else.
I know it's driving him crazy. I know, JG. I know, JG. I know. Hey, my friend, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's one of those things. What is wrong? Why is he typing his name on the back of this thing? Why don't he just say, "Hey, this is no." I know, JG. I know. It's okay. I'm with you, JG. I'm with you, my friend. I'm with you. It's okay. You do what you think is best, JG. I'm behind you no matter what, my friend. You and Scoot and Judy and all. It's okay. Right, Mom? Yeah. I guarantee it's driving him nuts. He's going, what did he just say? My name is Lance instead of Craig's Lagsberry. Yeah. He's been a subscriber for mine. I've talked to him emails, but he does that on everything. I don't know if he's got it set up that way or what. First, I thought it was his wife. I saw his wife.
Text messages always have set up like.
I have another guy like that too.
Like,
always at the bottom. It's always his name. How do they put the computer like this?
When you type, it's already there. Like
already at the bottom. It's sort of like when you send emails out.
Yeah,
it's already at the bottom.
There.
Yeah. But I know what it's doing. It's driving JG crazy. I can't help it, JG. I'm not laughing at you. I know. Hey, Craig, it's like that. Scoot, I have used Central Vac a few homes when I had cleaning business, and it's real pain dragging that 1,000-foot hose. Yeah, they had one time, and it would retract itself. But pulling that bad boy out, sometimes the springs would break on it, and try to get that spring back in there. I've worked on many of those. I hated it. JG, what's a pollution problem, Mark King? I can't help you guys made me laugh. Oh, a Hoover, Windtown. Hey, those Hoovers are good too.
Kitchen, get trusty, calculated out the math.
It's millions. Yeah, it is millions. Dennis was right. It is millions. That's right.
A new place in Philippines built central boxes. Then okay, then I will look at it.
Have a problem with my wife, so I'm thinking of coming to check out Situation Families Village. He changed it. Let's. Okay,
Mitch.
Greg. Mr. Mitch, thank you.
Thank you
for the super chat. It's just funny. I know it's bugging the heck out of it. Lance, I'm laughing at you because that's all right, and then you sign up for Craig. That's still going to drive. That's going to drive JG crazy. It's millions and pennies. It's millions and pennies but which creates millions of dollars. That's exactly right. Do you want to hear me complain then? Yeah. Judy, I don't know. I just love it. I don't know. Yeah, I love it. I understand.
I think we all need to start putting our
Mark.
So that you will used to it.
I'm sweating. I'm hot. I'm laughing. My stomach hurts. You guys are making me laugh. Lance, you started something.
Yeah,
JG, write something. Or how about Scoot? JG, write something, and then JG, and then Scoot.
And then B-boy brother is always sit up.
I have a guy that does that too. Lance has always done that. I never knew which
like
to Lance or Craig.
Beta Sigma Goma, like that. Yeah. Every time he sent message to me, and I said, "What in the world are you doing? You're always
Craig." I just never knew which one to reply to. Am I talking to Craig or Lance? And I know what you're talking about. Which one are you? But I'm just laughing. Auto sign, yes, auto sign. Yeah. Scoot.
Just want to say hi.
I just want to say hi, Mitch. Mitch, what was funny? Craig was putting his name up here, a different name in his bugging JG, and I understand it, JG. I understand it. I'm behind you 100%. Any decision that you make, JG. JG says you keep it up, I'm gonna block you. So Lance, JG, he's a moderator, and Judy's moderator. It's okay. But Lance, ask me this, Lance. I thought I was talking to your wife. Is it your wife or is it just you and you're coming to the Philippines? Okay. I'm sorry if that's a truck. Don't forget Facebook Marketplace. See a lot of places rent. Rick Morris is right. Lance, check out Facebook Marketplace. Rick found some great, wonderful deals here. Yeah. Don't forget Facebook Marketplace. He's right. Rick, you're right. His wife's phone, smartphone. Well, it's funny. I don't know. And I never knew. Craig would send me emails and messages, comments. And I never knew, do I call you Lance or do I call you Craig? So I never knew what was the deal there. But I thought he was from another country, meaning like from Netherlands or somewhere that I wasn't familiar with, and they just signed it that way, or Germany. I mean, I didn't know. So I answer his emails and answer his questions, and I never did know which one. And so he came on here today. And he's normally see, I have two different entities. I have subscribers and I have YouTubers. And my subscribers sometimes will cross the lines and go on our live streams. And so, and it happens. So it made me laugh on that. It's dollars. Yeah, Kevin, right. It comes into thousands and thousands and millions of dollars because those pennies add up. And Mr. Dennis Adams is correct. I take a penny a day and sock it away. And my father would say, not only that, take $1 a day and sock it away. My father was very smart at that. I was not as smart. I'm not as smart as my father. Because my father taught me right. I didn't do it. I did not do what he said. If I did what he said do, I would be a millionaire. No worries. But I didn't listen to him. Because he's my father. I don't know if you ever listened to your parents or not anyway. I just didn't listen to him. If he said it, I wasn't going to do it because he said it, And that's the way it is. JG, don't forget. JG, you and Scoot, you guys are killing me. Don't forget JG's live tomorrow. JG, his live tomorrow. JGBK. Oh, man. Not going to argue, okay? Dennis Adams, yes. Kevin Nash, he's not going to argue. Dennis Adams is correct. It will add up into millions of dollars. And I agree with you, Dennis. Kevin didn't understand pennies to dollars. No, Tom, I do this for a reason. My name is Craig Bryant. The reason I email is indeed my brother. But I do bought phone for him and made account in his name. Pretty much. I see. Okay, Lance. Okay, so your name is Craig. You just have Lance Bryant because that's your brother. Okay. I see what it is. Okay, just it counts. I never really knew who it was. I just didn't know Lance and Craig. I just didn't know. And sorry for the confusion on my end. Maybe I should have asked you in the beginning. But as JG, some of the guys here are, well, I can say that they if your name is this name, put this name down here, and that's what I mean. That's what they were confused about. So, $5 million, yeah, scoop, yeah. Tom was volunteering at the emergency command center today, loading up MRAs and water medical supplies for the first responders. Mitch, you're scaring me. You're scaring me, my friend. Don't tell me all this first responder thing, unless you're talking about hurricanes. Don't tell me on the other side of the fence, right? I just double checked, Dennis. You're right. Yes, $5 million, 30-day added up is close to $10 million. Yeah, exactly. I had to take the phone back because he operated it. I was using email for extra Wi-Fi time. This is Philippine funds account locked now. I see, Lance. Got it. High five. Okay, got it. He's telling why. Use the email for extra Wi-Fi differently. I did it in my head. My decimals were off 3 digits. I wish I could be at the meet and greet. So when I talk to JG, you walk with JG, I know. Sir, it's just me. I am Craig Goldsberry. Okay, Lance O'Brien, Craig Goldsberry, how you doing? Welcome to our channel. Thank you, Craig. Lance, sorry, Craig. I have a step name too. It's okay, Craig. Thank you for coming on. We just call you Craig. When I try Facebook Marketplace, I never get the local stuff here in Oregon. You got to put, also, Vince, you got to put Maragmag or Davo or Davo Buki Don, Davo or CDO Buki Don or Malai Buki Don, whatever you're going. Luzon, like Iloilo Luzon. I'm just saying that. I don't even know if that's right or not, but it'll show. Best part, CEO, just email me since I'm going to Philippines next month. Maybe I can go to the planet in China plant, help them out before coming back. Scoot, you in China? No way. Oh, China. Did you talk to China yet today? Scoot, does that mean you get to pay vacation? Yeah, you can change your location on Facebook so you can see other places. Took me a little bit to figure it out, but it can be done. Yeah. I was confused with why. Here we go. I was confused why I didn't want to put a name at the end of the comment. My name is not JGBK. I don't put my name after my comment. Just to explain it. It ain't me. JG. I know, my friend. I can't take you out. I got tears running down. My stomach hurts. I can't help it. I know who you are. I know what you're about, and I know what you're saying in your house. And he's got the computer, and he's going, what is wrong with this guy? Why is he doing it like this? Does he not? Oh, there's nobody to talk to. Does he not know, kitten, that that's the way it's supposed to be like that? Yeah. Puffy kitten, you know, whatever the kitten's name is, I can see him. I can see him. I'm sweating because you're making me laugh so hard because I know who you are and what you're about. He's going, what's wrong with this guy? Give me another Corona. Who cares about your real name? Look at Ospich. I bet it's not his real name. Mikado's back too. Oh, I love it. It's nothing else. Google search Facebook Marketplace location. I was sorry for like Jethro Bodine. Lance, thank you for explaining. Judy Fisher saying it's okay, Lance. We understand. That's who you are, and JG is who he is, and JG just wanted to know why you didn't put your name at the top and at the bottom, and why are you having 2 different names? What is your real name? Is your name Lance O'Brien, Craig O'Brien, or is it Lance? Now, I know JG. Lance, I'm making fun, but only in a good way, and it was just confusing to some of the people. I've been talking to Craig for a while now on the channel, and he's a great subscriber. He watches all the videos. He's been watching all my videos, and he comments on it. The reason why I know he's watching them, because he watches up to a part, and he mentions that part. Meaning, well, he had to get there from here. If he just goes over, he had to listen to what I'd say at least for 3 to 5 minutes to understand it, and he will reply to that. So I know he's watching my video at least 3 to 5 to 6 minutes because he in his comments he goes long. So thank you for doing that, Craig, and I appreciate your support. But I understand, guys, when you have a name at the top and a different name at the bottom, who in the heck are you? Right. And it's not a bad thing, Craig. It's just something that I appreciate you coming on our channels and watching our videos. We appreciate all our subscribers. And thank you for explaining it that I understood it because I was confused also. And thank you for JG for pointing that out. Guys, you want Facebook, think you try VPN, set it up for the Philippines. Guy, try Winscribe, and find one in Hong Kong or somewhere here in Manila, and it's free. A Winscribe. Hey, I think I will go. The guy is so rude to me. I don't accept that. Sorry, Craig. It's just fine. All right, Craig. Craig, don't worry about it. Come back, please, please, please. Never worry.
Good morning.
Never worry about anything. Thank you. Always coming on. Let's see. Hello, host. Hello, host. Hello there, Mr. Jeb Jam. Is this Jebby or James? Or Jeb James? Tom and Ruth, I double dog dare you to do one StreamYard on Christmas or New Year's Day. You know what? We would do a StreamYard. Our Wi-Fi doesn't support it, number one. And honestly, to be honest with you, to be absolutely honest with you with StreamYard, I don't like it. I like that can have the people on. But what I have found and what I've seen, there are so many complaining to me and telling me, man, that guy was on there and he was talking about this. I didn't want to hear that, so they leave. Or, man, I don't want to see that person on there, and so they leave. And on StreamYard, you get that person talking, and for 2, 3, 4 minutes, and you're sitting there going, okay, now if this guy is here, okay, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then you don't come back on. So, if it's interesting, it's fantastic, and great topics thrown around. Problem is, you got some people that talk. It's the same people that you get up there. I've heard more complaints than good on it. BG, last and good to see you. JG also got a name. But then he signs his completely in a completely different name last time. So it's understandable that it's confusing. As a wrench, it's your responsibility to check it out. Yes, Judy. He did a great job. I'm behind JG 100% and all my subscribers. If he blocked him, if he blocked him, he blocked him. I would not. JG made it straight to him in the beginning. Listen, do it right or be gone. And JG made it straight. I'm behind him. I trust JG in his decision. I'm not going to get mad or anything. If he gets mad, not a subscriber, I trust JG. So, and you, Judy, and all Scoot, all you guys, I don't. It's not like I understand. Why would you do that? But man, people do the strangest things.
Like
people are different.
He has different ways.
He has a different way. He's not from this country. He's not from U.S. either, by the way. He's from, I think he's from like Scotland or somewhere. He's from Scotland or Ireland, and that's how I was introduced to the guy.
It's different.
Yeah.
What's
different way of doing things. He didn't mean it in a way that you guys thought he meant it, and I let it go because I trust you guys. It's okay, it's okay. Not my name, but it was something my father was also Finch Gunner for Army Coast Artillery. My name was UAE. I haven't used it since 198. There you go, 1998. Awesome. Tom, did you change brands of coffee? You're in overdrive. No, actually, I didn't. I haven't had any for the last hour. I'm just laughing at all these guys because they made me laugh today. That Craig has been, he's really a low subscriber. He's been a year. And I know he watches all my videos. I even got 5 or 6 comments from him from the ones back that I did 2 years ago. He watches my channel. Hello, Chi Taurus. How you doing?
Good morning, Chi. I know I have sent him plenty, but I always wonder now. Answer is no more confused.
I am more confused. So how does that guy have 2 last names? He supposedly said one was his brother and one's him. Craig is him, and he's using his brother's phone. It's his brother's phone, is what he said. I don't know. It's the brother's account. Lance O'Brien, Craig O'Brien. From Ireland, Scotland. Um, he's been a subscriber for a long time. I've seen him. He subscribed a long time. He doesn't just come on my live streams. He goes on many other live streams. He used to go on some of the streams. He got blocked, not because of what he said or anything about it. He's good guy. Um, about its best economy ever, just missing the largest export of work to China. We only get 9% of massive China. Okay. Miguel is bro. Mitch, you're making me laugh. Chitoris, Mitch, that I should say.
You should end with say a different name, Dayon.
Oh my goodness. Greg, he is not rude. As a moderator, it's his job to check people to make sure it is. You should understand. It's not being rude. Yeah, he wasn't being. JG was not being rude at all. JG told him either straighten it out or he's going to be gone. I stand beside JG 100%, just like I do you, Judy. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And just so you have to know, pronounce U-B-E. Okay? U-B-E. Oh, Miss Judy deleted his message. Okay. Let's see. Okay, GG. Oh, wow. Man, so Mr. Lance got mad. Let's see. Oh, so he lives in Utah. All right. I thought you from, see, there you go. I'm wrong again. JG, you're getting under his skin. Yeah, JG got under his skin.
Yeah, sometimes.
Scoot is saying, JG, Lance, you guys act like old kids. Someone has to be a man and say it. Scoot is saying, quit acting like Craig. It's not a good idea to put your address on the stream for your protection and privacy. Yeah. Craig, we appreciate your support. I thought you were from UK, Scotland or Ireland, but it's okay. We don't mean you to leave. You don't have to leave. Just don't worry about it. Lance, cool down. Just a running joke. No one will tease you unless they like you. Yes, we like you. S. Hart, how you doing, Mom Boontalk? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming on, Lance. I didn't block you or say anything bad. I just need to know. You haven't met one ever does that. So if you're honest, you'd be understandable. They were just curious. I don't have to worry. I'm surveying. I'm not okay. S. Hart, good morning. I'm removed this comment because it's not a good idea for him to put his home address. Yes, Judy. You're right. The reason why Judy did that, and yes, Judy, you did the right thing. Remove his comment because you have your home address. You don't want your home address out there. I saw that you got upset. Don't be upset. And don't worry, you don't want your home address out there because there's a lot of profiling going on now, and we don't want that. I don't want people showing up at your doorstep. We don't want that. Lance O'Brien, come on over and down Mama Country, Mitch Brumwell Country. There's Mitch's address. Hey, Mitch, I need that address, come to think of it, because I need to send my driver's license there. That's the same address. I gotta get your ad. Here, let's just screenshot that. Screenshot. I know that's his address. I just couldn't spell. I didn't know how to spell Cottrell Avenue correctly. I'm gonna send you my driver's license so you can send it to me. And let me know how I can send you some money to PayPal. Give me your PayPal so I can send you some money to complete the meaning the money to send it to me. Chip Trotter, good choice. Don't make me spank you, Scoot. Oh, wait, you like it. Never mind. Tom's on an overdrive because Ruth is moving Tom's lips today.
Mitch, I have no interest in for the I am from the East San Jose, California, okay? I'm your kid. I'm not your kid. I'll sign my name backwards. Hey, that sounds pretty good.
Pabeshi Otukom. Hey, Mikado. It's P. Ebesa Ototokom.
Asabi ba?
Ah, it's kind of nice. Send me your info. I will use it as a job reference. Thanks, Tom. Craig, see you later, my good friend. It's not that everybody's trying to beat you up. Don't. Just, it's okay. Is that the address, local house? Yeah. Tom, the law says I have right to use my name. My name is Craig. It's too late for JG. I take care. And you know what, Lance? Yeah, you can use your name, Craig. You can do anything you want, my friend. The reason why we took your off the address off screen is because I don't want I don't want you don't need it out there. And you're angry. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. I'll put my address, phone number here for you, Judy. Lance, I'm from Bakersfield. I can understand your mindset, but this is much friendlier environment, so we grew up and no need to view it as attack. I've been there, trust me. Yeah, Bill's right. Don't view it as attack. It's not an attack. It's like someone just wanted to know why you did it that way. That's all he was asking. He didn't mean it. He's just curious why you would do it that way. That's all. It's not a bad thing, Craig. Not a bad thing. Okay, now going a little too far to make threats. That's totally unacceptable. Do you really know him as a good friend, like you said? He's not really threatening. He's not threatening. Threatening is Judy. That is exactly the reason why you can't put yourself online. You have to be so careful. By the way, I do want to tell the ones that are on here today, the people that are doing the StreamYards and doing the streams, I got some emails from some vloggers that's been threatened and gotten, and I will not say their names, but you will know their subscribers on my stream has been threatened because they've been going on StreamYard. Kevin, guys, the guys that's been on the StreamYards have been threatened, and people have showed up at their house. Cebu. Someone showed up at the house. Wife is there. So be very careful putting yourself online. They can find you in 2 seconds. They had no way of finding this guy. They found him online through the browser. So be very, very, very careful about going on. And this just happened last week? Yeah. They actually showed up at the house, and the wife was there, scared her to death, called her husband, which is an American, said, "Get home, this guy's here." And the guy left. Now they're fearful. So now they're going to have to move, and he owns the house. Get this, same thing happened. A guy showed up in New York City on a guy that did a live stream. They got an argument. The guy shows up at the guy's house. So when you put yourself out there on these StreamYards, be very, very, very careful. Very careful on who, what, when, where, and how. And get this, this guy in Cebu sent me an email about it. I just found out about it on the live stream. And I was telling everybody, please be so careful when you do these StreamYards and these people. Do you really know them? And even if you think you know them, be very careful, because what's happened is there people are profiling these people, and people are showing up at people's houses. And some of the people that are showing up at the houses may have problems here, but you don't know what they'll do. Now, this person has 3 children in Cebu. The guy in New York City had 2 children. The guy was at work. The wife calls the police. They get the guy in a driveway. They found a gun on him. Be very careful when you do these StreamYards. I'm telling you. It's too many trolls. And they get them very easily. So that's the reason I told you, I didn't want to tell you this, Judy, but yesterday, I'm going to tell you now, but yesterday, day before, Friday, right? Friday, I found out about this one. And I found out about another one last night on the stream. And so they're cutting back their streams. I have to send an email to Mr. Britt on the same situation, because he had 6 on the other night. Yeah, 7 hours. I need to send an email to him. So what happens is, and Dennis Adam knows this, Dennis found me in about 10 seconds. You can find anybody online very easily. And so what you have to do, a lot of people is, yeah, you never know who's watching, Makoto. You're exactly right. And when they went to the guy's house in Cebu, it ended up they thought it might be a target. So you have to be careful. You have to be so careful. Loonies, I'm telling you. The guy in New York was so nervous, upset, he closed down his YouTube channel. He had over 60,000 subscribers. And it was a Philippine American. You guys know him. He's gone now. Oh, sorry about that. I will not say his name online because he needs approval. Lance O'Brien, home address, Beehive State, living in San Jose. No problem. I've been, yeah, ASC concert. Okay, Long. You want me in this?
My girlfriend was looking for me online and swear I'm in tennis.
Scary. Jim, it's true, my friend. This guy was so upset. In fact, this guy was actually worried. He's a subscriber to my channel on our live streams, and he said he started doing live streams, big live streams. Big. I mean, he just started getting into it and doing live streams, and he told me he's fearful and he's cutting back his live streams. And all you guys know him. He did not give me approval to say. I will not say it because it's something I shouldn't say. But I'm just telling everybody, please be very careful. And the guy in New York, when they found that gun on him, on the guy outside, that's really when it woke me up too. So be very, very careful. Put yourself out there on live streams. Put your things out. I live in Ohio and this, that. So be careful. As you guys know, I had 2 people show up at my house. 4 people, actually. My address, 3rd Farm on the right, past Trout Pond on the left. Ask for the directions, they'll know my goats well. I can find people, and yes, I'm almost at being disrespected. It's okay, Lance. He did not mean to be disrespectful. He was asking a legitimate question. Why did you start your sentence here, and why did you end it here? So YouTube can be used against you. So you have to be, guys, please be very careful. These StreamYards and stuff, if you don't care, it's okay. If you're Bill Pruitt, you're out in the country, and you know the sheriffs and everything, I dare you go to Bill's house or Scoot's house, because they're already prepared. They're all security guys. Yeah. These Santa is not like it used to be back in the 70s, Mark King said. No one ghetto for all the Asians. Now I'm from San Jose. Yeah, I know what it is to grow up in a bad message, bad area. Believe, and I have been one your biggest dog in the block to survive. I got too late. Yeah, California's a great place. I StreamYard pose any more threat than regular live streams. Not sure I follow. Kevin Nash, simple. Once you go on the live stream, very simply, how do you think these people find you? They can find you very easily. When you start doing live streams, you're going on StreamYard. StreamYard is browser-based. They can find you, my friend. So what happens is, even if you use VPN, there's a way to find people. The guy never did anything but live streams and did a few videos, and then the guy in Cebu showed up. The guy in New York only did live streams on StreamYard, and the guy shows up at his house. He's a friend of mine. So, and what they do is they can find you. Ask Dennis Adams. Yeah. Kevin, very simple, my friend. Very simple. Let's take screenshots, DG. Yeah. The only thing wrong about Cali is all the crazies had moved back in the 80s. It's time responsible thoughts and actions. Yes. What did the fish say when he swam into the wall? Wall eye. Old man, old dog, nude bullets. You have found my driveway. Exactly. Ouch. Damn. Mark, I know already. I'm from here. I lived in the streets, Craig. It's okay. We're all getting along. Don't worry about it. But I'm just saying, guys, when you go on these live streams, be careful. In fact, this guy, this happened on Friday, is very fearful. Now, you guys know that I've gotten some threatening myself. And I just do, how they can find you on a live stream? They can find you on a live stream. They can find you on the video. There's many ways people can find you. What do you call a can opener don't work? A can op. I don't know. Broke can opener. But in fact, he was on a live stream the other night with his wife. They call the police, but it's here in the Philippines. Nothing you can do. The guy lives here, but the guy in New York City, they got the guy. So I can't open her. Yeah, yeah. So just be careful. Just be careful, Craig. Just be careful on what you put yourself out there on YouTube and on these StreamYards and all the things. We've talked about that's the reason a lot of people limit them. We're limiting ours now. We're going now. It's 2 hours 35 minutes. We're 30 minutes over. We're going to limit ours to that. I understand what you're saying. No problems with YouTube, but they have to write, and no problem. Take care of it. All right. See you later, Craig. See you later. See you later. See you later. All right. We will catch you guys again on Wednesday morning. Today, we got to go. We got to go to town. We got some errands to run. So I want to thank everybody for coming on, spending a valuable time on Ruth's stream today. And sorry for the confusion today. Ghettos full of Filipino Asians, not many light skin. Tour bus going by to see your place. No, not really. Tour bus. A lot of people don't even know who I am, but it's okay. I'm very, very small potato man in a big pond. My little channel is nothing compared to some of the other big boys out there. And this guy in U.S., I really worried me about these streaming and StreamYards and live streams. He did StreamYard, and his wife just hung on the corner. So you have to, guys, please be careful putting yourself out there. Later, I'll see you. Yeah, I do it for fun, and when I find you, I'll let you know. Hey, Dennis, thank you. And if it wasn't for Dennis was the one who woke me up on all this finding people. And thank you for that, Dennis. And thank you for giving me the insight and knowledge and the thing. And you know what? It made me be more careful. That's the reason why I got more solar. That's the reason I'm doing what I do, because you never know. My family is the most important thing to me. Sorry I had a bad night. It's okay, Lance. Don't worry about a thing. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's all good. Mark.
You cannot close the live stream. I'm not down with JD ending with name.
Mark King. Exactly. Yeah, I'm confused. I have a great day. Jim Trotter, see you, my good friend. Bye. See you later, Judy. Did you host? Did you hear about the Italian chef who died? I did not hear it. He passed away. Take care. It's Bukaki, Mr. Lance O'Brien, Mr. Craig, Breaking Traditions, Kevin Nash, Judy Fisher, JGBK, Jim Trotter, Mark King. Thank you, Dennis Adams. Scoot.
Kevin
Nash, Mr. Mitch Cromwell. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Mr. Bill Pruitt. Thank you so much.
Dennis
Adams, Jim Trotter, S.F. Bukaki. Thank you. See you later, Mark King. Thank you. Makoto Hasabi. Thank you. Chitaurus, thank you for coming on, Jim Trotter. Chitaurus, thank you. Asa Finch, thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for spending valuable time. And thank you all
Christopher Bicham.
Yeah, Christopher Bicham. Thank you, Christopher.
Thank
Hey,
you. Bluish Aqua.
Chitaurus, Ligaya.
Is Heart.
S Heart. And
Maayong aga.
yeah, S Heart. Thank you, S Heart. And who else? Steve D. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
We did that. So is Heart
today? Yeah, this is Heart. S Heart. Thank you, S Heart. Thank you, my good friend. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. We really
people who spend your time here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. See you on Wednesday.
See you on Wednesday morning.
God bless everyone.
God bless everybody.
And take care.
Take care.
Peace, love.
Peace, love. Peace out.
Peace out. Walang katapat.
Mr. Chocolate Tim. Thank you, Chocolate Tim. Rick Morris. Oh, Rick Morris, my good friend Rick. Thank you for coming on. You know what?
Michael and Heidi.
Yeah, Michael.
Thank you so much.
Where's Michael? He's gone already, right? Mr. Rick Morris. Mr. Rick will be here soon. No, September. Yeah. Kevin Nash. I think you got everybody, Precious.
Not yet.
Not yet. Thank you, Miss Judy, for the super chat. Thank you, Mom.
So much,
thank you
for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Emily and Sam.
It smells good.
Christopher Bicham.
Mine probably smells like
Like coffee.
Coffee, okay.
May I see?
Are you going back all the way, darling?
Yeah, because you don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, and
Steve D.
Steve D. I already
See?
said. That's funny. God bless everybody. God bless. God
Bye.
bless. God bless. Even have a good one. I'll drop it.
So I will drop it.
Meet me through there. Okay, Lance. Craig.
That's
See you later.
funny, BD.
BT. See you later. God bless. God bless.
Everyone got Scottish Irish last name.
Yeah.
God bless.
God is Irish last name. Hey, Mitch. Gotta go.
Go inside.
Gotta get the goats inside the house. Get them warm. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you, Wes Hart. Thank you, Miss Judy.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.